So just to recap, last time we started the session, you were all tied up, bound and gagged with your weapons in the corner. You successfully convinced the cleric woman, Snova, to support you and be awesome. And just as you did that, the blue kobold queen showed up and was like, Snova, you're trying to revolt against me with these adventurers. And you guys couldn't talk, and they didn't believe her. A battle ensued. You snirked your way out of being silenced and tied up, and you got your weapons out of the corner, and you killed everyone, and the circles of blue kobolds were shooting ice tentacles at you and casting strong things, and you guys won. You defeated them all. You changed the ruler of the country, as you always do. And,
typical us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you didn't ask for directions, you just snuck around and started going up a staircase, and you discovered the upward trajectory to the top of the volcano where the dragon lives, and you went up and 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 up. It was tiny, and it was dark, and it was uncomfortable, and people took levels of exhaustion, which I'm gonna double check everybody's crap in a second. And you made it up to the top. You got into this big, large, open space with long shelves that had gray boxes on them. And you figured that the dragon lived there. So you went back in the hole and just waited around for Entrance to wake up.
Like 4 hours or something?
No.
No, it's like an hour.
It was like
It was long. It was 4 hours.
Yeah.
It was long. You were waiting in this like 5 foot wide, rough-hewn, pitch dark tube
Burrow.
up the middle of a volcano, just sort of like reading books and twiddling your thumb in the darkness.
Oh yeah, reading the books.
Reading
Horses of
romance.
Despair.
Or no,
That's
completion of the forest.
Yeah, the forest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you read the forest to completion.
Forest erotica.
Yes.
Very happy with that.
And
It was hot in the tunnel. For some of us, it was even hotter.
some of you it was even hotter. So I'm just gonna check people's stats. Where did that? Oh yeah. Okay. So Jasper's at full. He's got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yep.
You still haven't had a long rest, so you cast clairvoyance.
No. We
did.
I'm all.
We all had a long rest.
Everything is full except the exhaustion.
All right.
Because Snowball let us stay
So
the night.
Hassam's at full.
Yep, you got everything.
Lord Hans is at full.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we had a long rest, right? I haven't cast anything since the long rest. Yeah.
I forgot.
We visited the
roll
library.
me a D8, Lord Hans.
All right.
Oh.
7.
When you woke up, you felt this clutching pain in your chest.
Oh.
And like almost like strings were pulling on your heart, and your muscles and your heart.
Clutching pain.
And you took 7
Oh,
necrotic damage.
Lord Hans, are you okay?
Ow.
You look.
No.
You look ghastly.
No, I'm not okay. Clutching pain in my heart.
What can we do?
Yeah, can I
Get a
take a look?
massage.
Oh,
just
thank
kind
you.
of
Oh,
stuff
yes.
to make
Good.
it stop
Yes,
itching.
this is a flashback to the morning that you woke up before
Oh.
you started
I think
climbing up the
perhaps we'll
volcano.
go, we'll
right.
go to the library. We'll find scrolls.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah,
take
we'll
comfort
find
in
we'll
that.
find some books later.
Well, yes. If somebody has a healing cantrip, it'd be nice. Otherwise, I'm going to eat these 7 good berries.
Daphne
healing
wants to look it
cantrip.
up.
Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
if I can just
Yeah.
like turn and cough.
Just
Yeah.
pain.
Okay, breathe slowly.
Okay.
We're gonna have Daphne do a medicine check on you.
Oh.
Oh, that's a 27.
Nice.
He is clearly infected with something.
Daphne,
Yes, it's
Daphne, what is wrong with
it's
you?
je ne sais quoi, but yeah,
And
you're safe.
it's of an organic nature.
It's yes, this is not a magical thing you just picked up.
It's
a
almost like
bacteria,
plant
like a fungal,
Oh.
related,
like maybe like a bad spore or
plant
something.
related.
Plants, you know,
So you don't think
really
it
bad
was
allergies.
from the what was the thing the queen wore? I keep forgetting.
Her amulet.
It wasn't from the
whole
amulet.
group.
It's
No,
So he also had-
no, this is
I
more
think it
mundane.
happened after he got a thing through his chest.
yeah,
Oh.
Spotty and Una had this.
Right. You already should have disinfected that.
Well, whatever it is, it's quite painful. Ugh.
You ascertain that it is some kind of plant disease that is living inside of him.
Right.
Ooh.
So it's like you're a biome for something else, and that's kind of beautiful.
Plant
in its own way.
disease?
Like blight
Ugh.
or something?
Can I
Well,
do-
that would be a disease plant. It's more. I
Yeah.
think that this plant is a disease for.
Ah.
But
Yeah,
the
well-
semantics are very important.
Yes, when I grew up, I always wanted to be a greenhouse.
Well, I'll work on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Take some ibuprofen.
Perhaps you can get to the root of this problem.
Or we could just let him die.
We could leave him alone.
Oh god, no!
Yeah.
Psychic
Anyway.
damage.
Does anybody know how to cure plant disease?
Can I do like a survival check or something on his plantiness?
Oh, what kind?
Survival check?
Sure.
Ugh. Thank you, my
To the
friend.
holistic way.
Does
What's the
anyone want to help me with
I
survival?
can't. I
No?
don't.
Oh, I could, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I think.
Well, help gives advantage.
What? Oh, help! Yeah, sure.
If
you
you
have
have
proficient.
survival.
Are you
I was-
proficient in
huh?
survival? Are you proficient in
I
survival?
don't know. Proficient? No.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Alright, so then you got a 16.
Oh,
Ugh.
You go to 16.
you have a.
You
you're good at
realize-
survival.
Oh.
Has some that there's something Fey related about this.
Oh.
That this has that the plant matter in his body reminds you of something that you encountered in the Fey forest.
Has some looks at you real close, looks in your eyes, licks your ear. You taste very fey. Have you had some kind of weird fey experiences lately?
Yes.
What did
Many.
We do?
Well-
What did we do in that forest? You
Well, I
encountered
was
that
visited by the
spirit.
fairy
Oh
queen.
wait, sorry, no.
Oh
Wait, it's not that. Has some thinks for a second as Daphne with her 27 medicine check is like, are you sure it's Fey? And she's sort of
Right.
poking, and you realize that it's not. It doesn't remind you of a Bali forest. It reminds you of Salsipuedes swamp.
Did we go there?
That's where we got your cure.
Yes.
Oh,
There was that couple.
Like this is too mushy. Not enough.
Oh, swampy swamp.
sparkle.
Swamp.
What did we do? What did we encounter in the swamp?
All kinds of gross stuff.
There was that kind couple with the child. Did they have a child?
Yeah.
And then we went into the swamp.
Yes. Well, you fall in the swamp, you inhale the murk and mire and miasma.
Oh right, so you fell because
Didn't
you were
you
not doing the high
didn't you
steps.
take somebody's money from a well or something? Was that there?
Oh, but we solved an argument, I think,
Oh yeah, illegal.
This way.
Ghosts. Yes.
with the
Daphne,
that's right.
with your 27, you realize that it has something to do with something he ingested.
But it's something he ate, I'm sure. You know.
the
So what did
swamp.
you eat that nobody else ate?
Did you taste from that plant we had? You wouldn't have done that. That's
Oh,
not
you know, you're in the swamp and there's some delicious plants. What are you?
What are you
Good
gonna
for
do?
you. I was told that vegetables needed the roughage and it's good for you. Yep.
You didn't lick the snail ooze from that.
Look.
That's a delicacy in Bergman.
I've had a gustatory adventure the likes many would envy. I regret nothing. Except now, apparently I'm infected with an evil plant.
It's taken a while to manifest.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, perhaps...
Roll insight, Jasper.
20.
That was good.
Dirty.
So, you realize that he would have manifested these symptoms more soon, since it was so long ago.
It's taken a while.
That's something that he ingested recently.
Maybe something happened recently that worked, that triggered this condition.
Well,
that was
it
latent.
Could have been that kestrel root. Remember the kestrel root?
I'm not. Was I here?
The poison and disease curing kestrel root that we were given from that pair of alleged naturalists.
Oh, in the.
Yes, that sounds like, perhaps.
So between the three of you, you are putting together that it has something to do with the swamp, it has something to do with plant life, it's something that he ingested, and he probably ingested it recently.
You ingested. I think maybe there was something recent that happened that you ingested.
I can't
Was the
remember
kestrel
when.
root further back, right?
I can't remember when I took the kestrel root. I think I must have taken it. I wasn't poisoned or diseased in the swamp, but I was poisoned or diseased at some point, and I think
Didn't you get poked by something while you were walking through the swamp?
perhaps. I think I think it was the kestrel root, but
Where did you get the kestrel
I don't know if
root
I don't remember if I even ate the kestrel root. To be honest with you, I still have a little bit left
we
on
all-
me.
What
Yeah,
I'm calling
some
this
of
is
that.
non-compliance.
What's
You
that?
got to remember,
Yes.
you know.
But I think
Tell
we
the
ate
kids.
it because of poisonous horseflies or something. Sorry, I'm trying to remember.
We all
But that
had
was a
it.
while ago. Yes, we all had
And
this.
was that
So
the Abali
I mean,
forest?
Did we eat anything recently?
well, Lord
don't
We
Hans'
had the
immune system
cobalt.
is probably not
Oh
particularly
yeah, what was
robust.
that? What was in the cobalt
Well, we ate the cobalt food,
party?
and then there was the
Uh,
mushroom, the myconid's place, but we didn't really eat there.
Did you take anything from the
Okay.
swamp?
Oh, well, the thing that cured, the thing that fully cured Hassan such that he is not at all infected.
Yeah.
The corpse
With
flower.
contraband.
Took the
Yeah.
corpse
So
flower.
we did that.
Did you take anything from the swamp that Lord Hans recently ingested?
Okay.
A
This is-
potion?
Oh, your fake healing potion or something?
I have taken a potion of superior healing, but I don't know if I remember if that's from the swamp.
Yeah, I think that was the fake one. That was the fake poison potion.
So did we carry anything else from the swamp? I know we took. Is it outside the swamp that we encountered the snail, and you took some
We encountered the snail in a mountain.
outside.
Yeah, that was a different.
okay.
With our medicine and survival, do we think like a lesser restoration might be able to save him from further poison of the planting nature?
Maybe.
Alright. I'll lesser restoration in your face.
Let me
Stay clear.
let me check.
So you don't
Oh, which
remember
one's first?
eating anything recently? Ingesting anything?
I drank a potion. I've eaten, I may have eaten kestrel root. I ate food, normal food in the swamp.
Ah. Okay, so you cast Lesser Restoration, and Lord Hans, you feel a twisting inside you, a roiling and twisting in your chest.
What was that spell?
Good,
And-
right?
No!
It helps to get the toxins out.
It's roiling and twisting
The
my
sun-
chest!
Boiling, it's vodka.
Moving around between your lungs and your heart.
I don't like the number of dice I'm hearing.
And you start coughing. And it's like you have strands of phlegm that go all the way down. You feel it pulling from the bottom of you, like you're coughing up a hairball of long roots.
I do this sometimes. It's okay, get it out. It's not this bad usually. Everybody stand clear.
You
So stoic.
you you cough up. You cough up. You got long things to pull out of your mouth with these
Ew.
roots.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Long roots down there, and the thing that the roots are all connected to, it looks like a tree stump. It's about this big.
Ugh.
And as you pull the roots out and the thing squirms and you cough it up, it slashes you up from the inside,
Whoa.
and you take 11 hit points
Ugh.
of damage, slashing damage.
Oh, good thing you didn't get turned into a stump.
Lord Hans, what did you ingest?
I don't know. Frankly,
Sometimes
I've been thinking about this for a while, but frankly, I'm stumped.
Oh, let's put it back inside him.
So sometimes I like to chomp on some of the grass outside, but I think the trees alone.
Did you-
Is that like that tree stump we fought?
Yeah, the tree stump we fought. Was there a potion on it that you drank?
Perhaps. Let me, I'd like to, so is this tree stump still alive and moving around?
Yeah.
Should we examine it?
I'm going to step back from it, and I'm going to,
Echo, office!
Oh boy.
There you are.
So we really did get to the root of the problem.
This is your whole. You've got that. That's like not a miniature. That's like actual size. But it's got all of these long roots
Ew.
coming out of it.
and does that have eyes?
It's twitching and moving and stuff.
Why don't we leave this
Yeah, it
here
has eyes. Yeah.
as a gift for the
For the corporals?
Yeah.
Oh.
Over here, over here. Googly eyes.
Oh, it's disgusting. I love it.
It does have eyes?
Remember when you fought it? It had
Yeah.
pipe cleaners for arms on it. So
Yes.
yeah.
Cute.
So it's like moving around and like, and it has a little vertical mouth,
Aw.
like a vagina
Yeah.
with teeth. It's got this vertical mouth, and it's like.
Can
and
you
The roots are like.
can you speak?
It's your baby.
It's not speaking. It's just.
How do my organs look? Anything you noticed? Anything unhealthy?
Do you want to speak to it? I have a potion of plant. Speaking to plants.
I'm not feeling like drinking a potion right now for some reason.
So this is how they propagate. They
My
create
medical
motion.
advice is to not let it back in your mouth.
Yes, I'm going to chill touch it. I'm going to. Hans will lift up his hand, and a skeletal hand will appear within his.
Just leave it
Leap
alone.
out. No! Leap out, forming two bony fingers, that Three Stooges style. Poke deeply into its eyes.
And it's like.
That is going to be.
You killed your baby.
I'm waiting for the dice to land there. Just
That's cocked.
It was part. It was probably.
Yeah, 14 to hit,
Mm-hmm.
and it is chill touch is
2d8,
2d8.
but it's dead.
Yeah, you're right.
I already acted out.
And it can no longer heal itself. All right,
It's dead.
good. I'm going to pick up its dead body and examine it at arm's length.
Okay, roll investigation, Mr. Intelligence Pants.
19.
19 for you?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's like a 2 for someone else. Yeah, you look at it and you recall the creature from the swamp, that it had this potion of greater healing on it and maybe something else, and you walked up and picked up the potion, and then as you walked away, it threw its tendrils out to grab you.
Yes.
And as you consider this, you remember that there was kind of a clicking sound when you picked up the potion.
Mm-hmm.
And you can almost imagine that there was like a root or a tendril going into this potion from the top of the stump. And this is an aberrant, almost alien plant creature that draws in adventurers and people like you by putting interesting looking objects on its stump.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And with Daphne's 27 roll and your investigation roll, you realize that with this sickness that you had after drinking the potion, which you drank only a couple days ago, if you had died while infected, this creature would have burst out of your chest, alien style,
Sweet.
and used you as its fodder.
that was deeply unpleasant.
That was creepy.
And
Wow.
yes, I am going to do a little bit of old healing word on myself with my fragile amulet. 1d4 plus 1, I think?
No, it's +4.
Oh, okay, so 8 hit points are restored to me.
20 out of 30.
20 out of 30, and then I'm going to roll to see if my healing word amulet explodes. It's an 18.
You're good?
And then I'm going to eat 10 good berries to restore myself.
Very good.
And I'm gonna pick out the seeds of the good berries and throw them on the ground.
They don't have seeds.
This
And they're not a berry.
Well, now you can grow good berry plants.
this creature is from very early editions of D&D. It's called a wolf in sheep's clothing,
Nice.
and it was updated for 5e by Dungeon Dad, who is a lovely YouTube streamer, who maybe you shouldn't watch because I like to get inspired by his monsters. Yeah. Entrance's monster. The Entrance situation was also inspired by his idea of a great philosopher, because he updates old stuff for 5e. Cool ideas. But then of course I edit them a lot. So yeah, you did not die from that.
Yay.
And I have been waiting for you to drink that fucking potion for like months. Months you've been carrying that potion around. I've been trying to make sure that it stays on the magic item list, but not like put too much attention on it, so that you see I'm trying to make you remember that you have it. I was so happy when you drank it, and I was like trying to have just a poker face the whole time.
Yeah.
And so yeah. Anyway,
I don't have enough
just
hit
figure it
points usually to require a potion of superior healing.
Yeah. I mean, well, and if you had experienced all this damage at earlier levels, you would be dead. At the level you found it. If you had drank that potion right away, you might have been killed by this thing. So, we retconned a scene from earlier this morning when you got up. Subsequently, you snuck out of the room, you started going up the volcano. It took all day. You're up in the top of the volcano, you're waiting for 4 or 5 o'clock so that Entrance will wake up. And you've all been very bored and in the dark and whatnot. And then Entrance wakes up in your arms. And he says, "Where am I? Cousin!
Cousin!
What is this?
Cousin!
Where are we? It's so hot!"
Cousin!
You make a constitution save for him as he wakes up. Okay. It's like, oh God! It's so hot in here. Where are we?
Cousin, you've been very sick. What's the last thing you remember?
Why is your friend lifting his fist at me?
I'm scratching my head.
Kingfisher gave me a book.
Yes.
I went into
About the swamp.
the library to read it. That's the last thing I remember.
Oh, good.
Why were you at the Tower of Contemplation, and where are we now?
Entrance. The family sent me to look after you. You were in grave peril. Your mind was taken over by some kind of curse. Do you remember anything about a gray dragon? Can you see it, Entrance? See it with your mind.
No. A grey dragon?
Yes.
No.
Were
Why?
were you thinking of something interesting that you couldn't help but think about more?
Yes, this book. It took me over.
Was it about the genetics of the sudden swamp?
It's about the genealogy.
Yes.
Yes. While I was reading the book, I became consumed with a feeling that it contained some kind of secret to everything.
Yes.
And it slowly took over my mind
Yes.
until I was completely oblivious to everything going on around me.
Yes.
It felt like my thoughts were shooting from my head.
Yes, that's what was happening.
I couldn't
Malevolent
move.
thoughts.
I couldn't move from my chair.
Yes. Well, Entrance.
Do you still want that book? Because we have that book, maybe.
No, it's been destroyed. It's alright, please. So, Entrance,
No, I don't want that book. It cursed me.
we came out of the tower and we took the underground tunnel system. The tabaxi at the tower were corrupted in their minds by they are very angry with us. So, Ancient Fish.
The Tabaxi are corrupted?
Well,
Just
some of them were,
Just
yes.
some of them.
But Ancient Fish is an ally.
Well,
and
the guy who gave you the book is the evil
No,
guy.
Kingfisher is the evil guy.
Yes, he gave me a book that cursed me.
Yes,
Ancient Fish is my friend.
yes,
She and I would talk all the time.
yes. Ancient Fish helped us to escape.
Yes, she's one of the only ones whose her mind is not clouded by the religion. She can actually talk about intellectual pursuits with me.
Well,
Where are we? What is this? I
We
can't
think-
see anything.
we think the origins of the corruption at the Tower of Contemplation are coming from a dragon who is also either under some kind of curse or under the sway of some greater evil power. And we are in its lair right now.
well, we're like 100 feet away.
Give maybe I think it was 200 or 300.
Is it?
feet.
Did we say 200?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah. Beyond the range.
We had hoped that you might know something about the dragon.
You don't remember anything.
Why have you taken me to a dragon's lair?
Well, this is going to sound strange, but it was the safest place.
The dragon is also corrupted or possessed by the same spirit that we think perhaps is corrupting some of the Tabaxi.
Yes, it's connected to the curse that was placed on you. But to get here, we had to travel away from the tower, where Tabaxi, some of the consequences of the Tabaxi curse were they were trying to arrest us and hold us for trial for a murder.
Many of them died from something. I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yes.
Hugging.
What? Who
They
died?
died
from
from hugging.
Oh yeah, they died from hugging.
what? Who did they hug?
It's a long story.
Me.
Yes.
But I was very prickly at the time.
You killed a bunch of the Tabaxi by hugging them?
I didn't hug them. They hugged me. I told them not to.
What?
I was covered in spikes. It was a terrible idea.
Cousin, why are you traveling with a
Entrance, there is a source of corruption that is causing this chaos in the tower, and we think the dragon might have, if not be the source of it, at least have some idea or give us some idea of where it originates from, and we're trying to stop it.
Or we think the dragon is corrupted by it. And
Yes.
we're trying to figure out if there's a way to purify the dragon.
The dragon has been harassing the
Exercise.
Tabaxi.
It's so hot.
Yes.
Can someone help me? It's so hot.
Here.
Something.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Entrance, please, you must know prestidigitation.
Doesn't help very much.
No. Should have taken Mage Hand. But we had to escape the Tabaxi. The Tabaxi
He
were
like slaps
misinformed.
you with
Yeah.
Mage Hand.
Yeah.
I don't have prestidigitation. I
Ah!
have Mage Hand.
Oh, well, here you go then. Make it a little too cold just to be a dick. But
Why are you doing this to me? Why did you put me in this pitch dark oven?
Do we not have
Oh
light?
no, we have a torch.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a torch going.
Entrance,
Or a light. I think.
Well, I need a torch to read my book. So.
Entrance, the cursed dragon is attacking the Tabaxi and has killed some of the elders. And
Why
that's
have
what
you dragged me to its lair? You're just going to sacrifice me?
Because you're a smart guy, right?
Because the
Figure out what's wrong with him.
because the evil Tabaxi might have killed you at the tower.
And also, we thought you might know something. You might remember something from the time when you were cursed. That could aid
Who
us.
are you?
Oh, hello.
Yes,
My name
please
is
allow me to
Jasper.
present my companions. Daphne, a sage and healer.
Yes, enchanté.
Jasper, a bard and thespian.
Yeah, and a
Una.
musket wielding Tabaxi.
Yes. Una, a wild mage and barbarian. Or a wild magic barbarian. I don't really know exactly, but yes. And then
Me
of course, last but definitely not least, Hadsum,
Yep.
a man of the wild.
Well, hello. I'm Entrance Tamawin. Why have you taken me to this dark and extremely hot place?
These companions
You're going
have...
to sacrifice me to a dragon?
No.
Don't worry, you almost died like 3 times, so you're good now.
We're
Yes,
going-
why does my body hurt so much? Have you been beating me?
Entrance, you were very sick and we're trying to help you get well, but also we're trying to rescue you from certain death.
We did it.
This feels as close to certain death as I've ever felt.
Well, so...
You've been closer.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Ah, my head.
Entrance, the family wants you to come back to House Tamerlin.
Well, I'd love to.
All right.
I'd love to go there rather than here. You've taken to sacrifice me to a dragon. Look, all I know is that I've been studying the genealogy of Tabaxi and their pacifism.
Yes, please proceed. What have you learned?
Well, my interest, you see, is the country of Parvus. The people are pledged to Fetlan.
Yes.
But the Tabaxi were brought here as slaves 2,000 years ago by the elves, as you know, of course.
Yes.
Maybe some of you. But it is my belief that their pacifism predates Fetlan, as Fetlan does not actually teach pacifism, but rather giving of oneself. So I believe that the pacifism is actually goes deeper into the past of the Tabaxi than their belief in Fetlan, that maybe they praise some other god from another land. So, when I would speak about the ancient roots of pacifism in the Tabaxi culture, Kingfisher hated it.
Yes.
And always tried to insult me and say that my ideas were silly and that I was human and not to be listened to and this sort of thing. And then he gave me this book and it cursed me, and that's what happened.
Yes. Kingfisher was himself accursed, and that is why he sought to instigate war.
He wanted to turn the Tabaxi away from pacifism.
Yes, and
there are several allied with him.
there are other agents there, and so Ancient Fish sent us here on a mission to get to the bottom of this issue with the dragon, who's connected to Kingfisher's curse.
All right, ancient fish sent you here as well.
Yes.
She is a good
And we
friend.
didn't want to leave you there because we were afraid you might get hurt there too.
I don't understand why you killed so many Tabaxi. They were evil?
No, we did not. We did not kill anyone
We didn't
out of
kill
aggression.
Yes.
Were they working for Kingfisher?
They were killing themselves for some reason, some kind of spiritual thing.
They were following their way of trying to imprison us, but they would sacrifice themselves as they were doing so. We weren't really fighting them.
It was not deliberate, Entrance.
Yeah.
And all of this conflict was instigated by Kingfisher and his curse.
But this outside force is trying to corrupt the Tabaxi and turn them against each other, and it's done the same thing in Elenia Toth.
Yes.
Oh, what is happening in Elenia Toth?
Well, the queen was possessed by some entity connected to all of this.
Yes.
And
Queen Aoife.
so we
Well,
deposed
She's
her.
not possessed anymore.
Yes.
She
yes.
got killed.
Yes. Well,
You killed the queen?
not
No.
per se. The
yes,
queen.
I totally did.
You killed the queen?
No.
Listen, Entrance, she was evil. She
The queen was
evil.
possessed.
She was trying, and all of this is connected to.
Roll persuasion.
There are forces at work that are trying to.
Can I assist? I'm gonna assist.
What is it
Jasper's
to break to
persuasion.
end the Triforce? To break the protection.
Yes,
It protects the
exactly.
continent.
Yeah, break the protection over the
Oh, no.
18.
Oh.
That is low for you.
Yeah,
That's the
but-
lowest you could roll.
No, it
That's
isn't.
the lowest you could
Oh
roll.
no, that's right. No, so it's actually 20. Thank you. I forgot. Right.
Pretty low.
Yeah, but
He's like,
there's some benefit.
cousin, what are you saying? You killed the queen? You killed a bunch of Tabaxi?
I'm trying to assist Jasper just by being like,
What is happening?
Right. What you remember? You were cursed, right? You were cursed on trans.
Please.
The force that cursed you, the force that cursed Kingfisher, is trying to corrupt all of the countries of. I always forget the name of the continent. It's not Greater Elenia.
Elenia Toth.
No,
Cappyrnia.
Cappyrnia.
Toth.
Cappyrnia Toth. Thank you. And in order, we think, to break down the trifold protection of the continent that keeps monsters from invading, we think this is some sort of supernatural plot to bring evil across the entire continent and overthrow the regimes.
in fact, we're sure of it. There's an archdevil responsible for it, and an entity called Galathakosh in Elenia Toth. Have you heard that name?
No.
Mistress.
While you were in that weird state of, like, cursedness, is there anything that you thought of that might be helpful to break someone else out of this cursedness?
What?
Talk to your idiot cousin.
Is there anything you might remember that could help us to free someone else who might also be possessed?
No.
Do you remember when you were cursed? Do you remember
Cousin, I'm sure you know I'm an illusion wizard.
Yes.
I don't know these other schools of thought.
Yes. But do you remember anything? Was when you were cursed, do you remember anybody speaking to you or telling you things? A person maybe that you didn't see, just in your mind.
What?
Yeah.
I was cursed by this book.
Yes.
All right. That's all right. Take a rest on Trumps.
I need to know why you killed the queen.
Because she was evil.
She was evil. She was plotting to bring evil to
I mean, she
Elenia
was
Toth.
sacrificing people.
She was under the thrall of devils, and
She would bring people down to the dungeons underneath the castle and commit blood sacrifices.
you know what I'd like to do? I'm going to produce a piece of dried excrement with the Queen's signet ring imprinted in it and say, this
Rumbling around
this
your backpack.
is
Oh,
the spore
cousin.
of a two-headed demon dog.
It's
And
already so hot in here.
Look, what do you see? What do you see? The Queen's signet ring.
In a dog do.
And look, the Queen's blood-stained white glove. And look, these manacles were found in her chambers to use to bind and torture her victims.
I mean, her son witnessed her murdering people, so.
All right, Lord Hans, roll persuasion.
I don't know. Do you get disadvantage for holding dog shit?
Well, can someone assist me? I got a natural 1. I could use an inspiration.
Do you have an inspiration?
I do. I'm
Okay,
going to use an
what would you like?
inspiration. That's an 18.
That's much better than
Close,
mine.
yeah, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, it's even good for him. All right. So he says, okay. Well, what is happening in Elenia Toth now? What is happening to our family?
Our family is safe. However, the land is in great danger, and I am trying to persuade our family to contribute to the effort to keep the protective walls around our lands from being closed. The Mage College has undergone assassinations of the elders there, and there is a wicked drow who I believe is involved in the conspiracy, who is trying to ascend to the head of the Mage College position. And I hope to persuade...
Don't be racist, cousin. Not all drow are wicked.
I didn't say all drow. This particular drow is very wicked. Just happens to be wicked. Could have been a moon elf, and he would still be just as wicked, perhaps even more so. However, this particular drow, wicked. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
Okay, very good. Sorry. Yes, please continue.
Yes, many of my best friends are drow.
All right.
I didn't know you had drow friends.
Yes, well, much you don't know about me, friend.
Yes, who do you know that is a drow? They're very few.
Oh, you know, Chugakchu, Blengethsharn.
Cousin, why are you making up names?
All right, I don't know any drow. But this is the only drow I've ever seen or heard of, and you know what? He's evil! Evil!
You can listen to his name.
Evil!
Well-Rar
Mjordan. Might as well have named him Evil McEvilstein.
You're saying the Mage College is
It's
infected
called
by evil?
nominative determinism. On Trunks, you know about this. Haven't you ever read an Ayn Rand book? So, yes, the Mage College is in danger, and all the institutions. Now, the great houses, we have many allies among the other great houses on Trunks that are holding down the fort. The prince would like to rule, but there's a council that is ruling now. And however, Lady Kilshaw is marching back from Parvus towards Elenia Toth. The situation is unstable, and so there's a great deal going on. I hope to enlist the aid of House Tamerwin.
And there's a children's army.
Yes, the children's... Oh, God, don't even remind me. And the condition that was placed for me to regain entry into the house and perhaps get their help was to bring you back to safety at House Tamerlane.
Yes, well, this seems very far from safety.
Well, how do you think we feel? The problem is the tunnel led us into kobold villages and Myconid communities, and there's danger at every turn.
You can't go back that way.
Yes.
You'll get murdered.
There's only one way out on Trance, and it's through.
Through the top of the volcano.
Yes. Now, if you don't wish to participate in the fight, we
well,
can...
hey, we are not necessarily fighting the dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we hope to not fight the dragon, but if we have to, you could remain in safety. If that happens, get back down the mountain, get back to Elenia Toth, and tell the family I tried.
One of you two give me a persuasion roll.
19.
Low.
It's an 11 plus 8.
Terrible.
Terrible.
So Entrance says, you know, you spoke of an evil entity from another plane.
Yes.
Goletha something?
Golethikosh is one of them.
Yes. Well, the only entity I have ever heard mentioned from another plane is a benevolent one. Yes, in my studies of where the pacifism of the Tabaxi came from, I have heard slight mentions in truly ancient texts of a god named Hior.
H-E-O-R?
H-I-O-H-R. Hior. As a god of mercy. I'm trying to figure out if this is an invention, like a folktale of sorts, or if this is the god that the Tabaxi believed in when they were brought here. I haven't even been able to find the name of the continent that they came from, or anything, but this is why I was at the Tower of Contemplation. It's the only place in our continent that has these ancient genealogies. I, for one, would like it if the ancient threefold, the barrier, were not present, so that we could go to other continents and go to other planes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well,
We could find out more about this Hior.
I'm afraid you may get your wish soon enough.
Ah, that is good. Have you been, suppose you don't enjoy the Pearl Trident then?
The what now?
The Pearl Trident?
Remind me?
Oh, you haven't heard of the Pearl Trident?
I sure haven't. What is it?
Can I roll Arcana on the Pearl Trident?
Sure. Do you have any memory of the Pearl Trident?
What is it called?
Another
The
version
Pearl
of the
Trident.
The trident.
The Pearl
Oh, wait.
Trident.
Pearl Trident.
16.
Let's see what Una's notes remember her for.
Hold on. It's going to take me a minute, though. I remember, I feel like it was maybe when we were in that room where there was things on the wall, when we were going through, like, puzzle
yeah.
doors. And then there was a thing with the old people, and we saw something.
Sounds right.
But I'm gonna have to.
On Trance, I can't even remember getting poisoned, the source of getting poisoned by a tree.
Well, Entrance says, yes, well, you've told me about people within the Mage College that want to... What did Welrar Muradin, did you say he wanted?
What did he want? I would have to... Let me consult my notes on Trance.
Did he want to end the
Yes.
trifle? And there was also one of the things is that at these places such as the Mage College, and also the at the 100 Holy Ones and at the Tower of Contemplation, there
Yes,
have
the
been
rulers of your pacifist country.
the rulers of Parvus. Yes.
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 It's practically in your genetics to be pacifist.
Perhaps. There have been murders of members of the Mage College and of the 100 Holy Ones. So this corrupting force is it's trying to sow division and instability everywhere. Perhaps to bring down the trifold power, the protection.
They want to bring down the barrier.
I think so, but
So
not
the people
maybe,
that you're fighting against want to bring down the barrier.
but not for
Not
noble
for-
purposes.
They want to bring down the barrier for something specific to get in.
It is
an
a-
archdevil.
An archdevil, we
Yeah.
think, is plotting this. A devil called the Mistress.
Well, I want the barrier to be down.
Do you want
Because they're not-
Probably
evil?
don't want this archdevil to come through.
Do you want evil to reign over all of Cappyrnia?
Chance, this is a discussion
No.
we could have later once we're safely back in Elenia Toth. And in fact,
Okay, I'll tell you more about the Pearl Trident later.
wait, no. But I'm tasked. I'm tasked to speak to Elram Jordan, so you can come with me when we return.
Well, if he's evil, I don't really want to be around that.
We have to. It's oppressive. But please tell me more about the Pearl Trident.
I thought you didn't have time for that. Well, the Pearl Trident, you see, apparently there are a few factions within the Mage College. There are those that you're speaking of that want to drop the barrier.
Right.
Then there are the traditionalists who want to keep the barrier, who I would prefer not hear about my wishes, and maybe you shouldn't tell the others about my wishes because it sounds like they're evil. But don't tell them. But then there's the Pearl Trident, and they are like a secret radical faction within the Mage College that seeks to protect the barrier at any cost. So I want them to not know about I'm not sure why I ever told you about my feelings about it. Yes, well, please
Your secrets
keep
are
it to
safe with
yourselves.
us.
Yes,
But
yes.
why would there be a radical group that, when already the kind of the mainline group is already wanting to preserve the barrier? What is the radical group secretly?
Reactionary, perhaps.
They are secretly trying to keep the status quo. Is that
They
right?
want to keep it at any cost.
Oh, okay.
So
What is their motivation?
imagine if you
Uh,
you believed in stopping another country from invading your country by blowing up the other country completely, for example.
Yes. I see.
Like that.
So they would pay. They would pay a large price in, for instance, innocent people's lives if that were necessary.
Yes, have you seen anyone from the Mage College wearing a pearl trident as a necklace?
I don't recall.
I don't recall.
What? But that is.
Is that
I
something
don't
we
think
can
we,
roll on?
Maybe.
And this is a secret group.
Didn't know that at the Temple of Contemplation they wore little necklaces, but that was like their communication thing.
Yeah,
I'm
this-
having a memory, but I can't remember.
You might have seen one. I'll take a history roll from a non-Lord Hans character. I'll take 2 history rolls from not Lord Hans. I think definitely one from Jasper.
Then it should be one of the two of you, because I don't think. I guess Daphne was there for part of the Mage College, but was definitely not there for part of it as well.
So I got an 18.
Good.
Aslan probably wouldn't have been paying attention, so.
Well,
I got a 13.
let me get one from Hassan because I think you were you ran across
6.
what I'm thinking of.
Checks out.
Okay.
Checks out.
You gotta appreciate when the rolls are method.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Let me just check. Yeah, let's see here.
What's the name of the good god? Hyor?
Hjord.
H-I-O-H-R.
Did you not hear it?
How do you spell it?
H-I-O-H-R.
Yeah.
What did you guys take off the body of Deus Equis?
Ah, good question. Well, there's a ring made in... Ah, yes! M. Ring made of antler. Seal from Rocinante Mage College. Oh, and what's this? What's this? A necklace! Do you mean, Entrance, a necklace such as this? With a trident!
Are you a member of the Pearl Trident?
No!
Please don't kill me!
No, I looted
Is
this.
this why you've dragged me to this place to sacrifice me to a dragon?
I looted this.
Yes.
I looted this from a corpse.
Who?
The Mage College sent a man with carrying this very seal with us to this land,
He aided us,
and he perished.
trying to defend us.
Well, I would say that perhaps he was a member of the Pearl Trident.
Yes, was.
Stands to reason.
Yes. Well, we'll keep this safe. Interesting to know. He certainly fought vigorously.
Yes, well, again, please don't tell my idle thoughts about ancient history to any of the traditional people or the Pearl Trident people.
Entrance, we will get you safely behind the House Tamerlane gates.
We'll try.
Yes.
Yes. Well, anyway, that is why I was there. I was researching. I'm very interested in the history of the Tabaxi and where they come from, and I was making some progress on it. But apparently, I was saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, and so someone cursed me. And now I'm beaten up physically, crammed inside of a volcano with regicidal adventurers.
Yes,
Yeah.
things have been really hard for you.
Yes, Entrance, please. We will take care of you. How are your spellcasting abilities? Are you feeling up to snuff?
They are fine.
Do you got your components, Punch?
Yes.
Yeah. You got
Um,
a spell book you can look into?
I happen to have. That's true.
He pulls his spell book in a component pouch. Yeah.
Oh, look!
This is my waterproof component pouch. My waterproof spell book.
I think spellbooks generally are waterproof, right?
Yes, but this
Yeah,
one
they're
is
magical.
even more waterproof than
This goes down to 1,300 feet.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he says, as you know, cousin, I'm an accomplished illusion
Yes.
wizard. I am not a battle wizard, but I can perhaps support you using illusions.
Yes.
But I don't actually have any spells that hurt people.
Well, I can take care of that department.
Yes.
Since we've parted ways, we've been traveling with this bard with the silver tongue, so I found myself experimenting with more aggressive forms of casting. I must say, I find it rather invigorating.
Cousin, you do recall the excessive neutrality of our family?
Yes. Well, sorry, there's an archdevil trying to take over the entire continent. and-
Neutrality is a luxury in a time of war that we can't afford.
Yes.
Yes, well, I believe that if my family found out about my proclivities and interests, they'd probably disown me as they once did you, from what
Yes.
I recall.
Well, we will both be back in the warm embrace of House Tamerlane soon enough, and we will ideally have their resources to help us in this battle. But for now, Entrance, we seek to parley with the dragon. And if you choose to come with us, we will do our best to protect you. But if you choose to wait behind, we understand. It is entirely in your hands.
No, I will come with you. Just please protect me, and I will protect you. And well, actually, I don't know, a dragon. Maybe I'll wait here.
Yes, it will be able to see through your illusions, I assume. But
I mean, we're just gonna talk to the dragon.
yes, we're simply going to talk to it.
I will come with you
Excellent.
for now, but I may run away.
I think we're safer as a group.
Yes. Very good.
Shall we?
Who will be speaking to the dragon?
I nominate
I'll do it.
Jasper.
Wait,
Actually, Una's doing a great job.
were we sneaking in, or are we just?
I think sneaking may
straight
not
up?
be particularly well received if we're going to parley, no?
That's true.
Yes.
Should we do some reconnaissance?
But that would be sneaking.
Either be sneaking or using my clairvoyance. Although that can be detected, I think. I mean, maybe
Well-
we just go in, but we know it's possessed. So
Right.
Right.
Well,
I'm going to use the restroom.
we could offer the dragon.
poetry.
So,
No, I have an idea.
Poetry.
okay.
Acting.
We could tell it the truth, which is that one of our goals is to destroy Galathakosh.
Like Galathakosh was the demon that
But although
was
it
working
is-
in Elenia Toth.
Yes.
But it's a different
But if
demon.
it is
It's
possessed by
Raymond.
the grey mind,
Oh,
do
I
you
see
think
what
you're
you're thinking.
When
I see what you're thinking.
when I saw the lady, yes, all of her lieutenants are bitter rivals.
Oh, this is very sneaky. I
who
like
seek, who
this.
seek to annihilate one another.
Très bien. Très
Yes.
bien. I am impressed.
Yes.
Um.
You must have
I
very
have-
high intelligence.
So when we go though, basically whoever's gonna be talking, I'm gonna give advantage on charisma checks. So I just need to know who that's going to be. Or I guess if I upcast it, I could do it on 2. So I could do it on both of you, I suppose.
Excellent.
Very good.
What, 3rd level invisibility?
Do we
No.
think? No. Do we think? Hopefully, it'll understand the language.
All
You
right.
cast?
Does anybody speak the language of the dragons?
Dragons. Draconic.
Well,
But I suppose you
comprehend
can.
it, yes. I can't speak it, but I can comprehend it.
And I could speak so the dragon would know what I'm saying, but I
It
wouldn't.
is always a riddle. Well, so then I suppose yes,
This
it makes
old
sense to
game
cast
again.
it on both of you. Oh, I do love a good game of telephone.
I'm sure the dragon speaks common.
Yeah.
But this might be like, sometimes you go to certain regions in Rocinante and
Yes.
like they should understand common, but they're like, oh no,
Okay.
I only speak,
Or the
Yeah, I
accent
do
is-
not know English. I'm sorry, I cannot help you.
Exactly.
The accent is so
In the
thick.
north, they do this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my belief is the dragon will see through our spells, will see through our sneaking, will see through our invisibility, and we must approach it openly and honestly.
Right.
And give it a human sacrifice to get on its good side.
Well, so we have
Are you speaking of me?
No, of course not. No, no, no.
Maybe.
No, not at all. This is.
Are you
This is just a
volunteering?
little gallows humor, It's not every day you get to go and parlay with the dragon.
That's
Right,
true. On
well-
Trance, this is an interesting subject for study, and the dragon may actually know something about your question.
The dragon traditionally has been peaceful, we understand. But
Yes.
only recently has turned aggressive.
Interesting.
The kobolds think something got stolen from it.
Yes.
Well, we think it's just possessed.
Yes, on Trance, at the base of this mountain, there are 2 communities of kobolds that feud with each other. One of them tries to please the dragon with treasure, and the other with poetry and song. And one of our wishes is to bring these 2 groups to peace.
They war with each other.
Yes.
Yes, they feud with each other.
To
You're
neutrality and
Drag me
pacifism.
through a cave with kobolds?
Oh, we already did.
Oh, they're friendly with us.
Oh my.
We deposed each of their leaders and installed new ones.
Yes.
Do you think we should do less talky and more
Yeah.
talky?
Yeah? Sure.
Let's do it. All right.
So,
Okay, so you.
right before we pop out, I'm gonna cast 3rd level enhanceability on Jasper and Hans to do Eagle Splendor. So they will have advantage on charisma checks.
Lord Hans, you want soda?
Yes, please.
You want soda?
Yes, please. I'm gonna double fist.
Alright, so you're casting enhance ability on those 2.
Yes, Eagle Splendor.
How long does it last?
An hour.
Oh, great.
So they'll roll a 30 on every persuasion that they roll.
Yes. Well, one
Hopefully.
hopes. Unless they're rolling snake eyes.
We'll be
which is
riding the
possible.
dragon.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Wow.
I am the Lizard King. I can do anything.
Yes.
It's going to be a Jim Morrison type dragon.
And
I was thinking never ending story, but it's okay.
so you've got
The
you've
one
got
thing
one
that-
level.
Oh, yes.
The Cobalt people said that the dragon was well organized and serious. So Hans, I'm gonna say, no jokes.
Understood.
Smart.
No puns.
Yeah, no insults.
No jokes, no insults.
Yes.
You can do it, Lord Hans. I'm going to give you a part of inspiration.
Believe.
Yeah.
To
Like,
control
my
yourself.
charisma.
Antron,
Makes me so
Antron
much
says, "Oh,
pleasure."
these people know you well."
All right. I can't guarantee if the dragon calls me cock of the walk or something, I am going to laugh.
So, so while you're in the tube, she casts enhance ability on you two, and then who emerges from the tube?
I think Una should go first.
Is it a one person or a two person side by side kind of thing?
One.
Yeah. I would go behind Una if Una goes first, if she is comfortable
Sure.
doing that.
Okay.
Do you want marching order or is it just whoever?
Yeah. I'll go, third or fourth, holding Antron's hand to calm him, soothing him.
Cousin, this is much more adventure than I would prefer.
We'll be through it soon enough.
I'd really love to just study genealogy alone in a room.
Soon we'll
The benefit of doing nothing.
Yes.
I enjoy so much.
Soon enough.
Reading and doing nothing.
We have to save the Tower of Contemplation, Antron.
If I could do nothing all day and study and read, I'd be very happy, says Antron. So you all walk back out of the tube hole into this very large open room with 3 very tall, long shelves that have gray crates on them. And it's a long, big, open, square, exactly square room. And that's where you are. You enter on one side, and way down the other end you see a door.
All right. Well,
I think we proceed to the door. Should we look for any
yeah,
traps?
I'd be
or-
wary of traps.
Who's good at checking for such things?
I mean,
I guess I'm pretty good at it.
I'm good at just sort of a general once-over more so than looking at something specific.
Okay. So we proceed cautiously. I would suggest we don't disturb anything on the shelves. And
Perhaps single
Is it?
file.
All we can see is crates. We don't have any sense of what's in all of them or anything peeping out that we could see what the.
So it's
Okay.
a very large room. Imagine an airplane hangar sized room that has 3 very long metal shelves, equidistant from each other, running the length of the room. And you come out of a burrow hole in the back corner of it, and imagine the length of it to be sort of 3 airplane hangars or 2 football fields or something. And there's these 3 equidistant metal shelves going down, and the shelves are very high. Some of the stuff is out of your reach. There's a bottom shelf that is within your reach, and then there's 2 more shelves above that on each of these sets of shelves. And on those are these large gray crates with just like a wooden top fitted over a wooden bottom. They don't have any labels on them, and all of this room is carved very precisely from stone, with perfect corners and perfectly flat floor and ceiling.
Yes.
so
Love some nice level floor.
this is a very fastidious and exacting dragon. I wonder if it does everything itself or if it has the kobolds or somebody else keep order.
We'll see.
Doesn't like the kobolds, so it probably does it itself.
Are we a little grubby after being in the volcano? Maybe
Well,
we should
perhaps-
get prestidigitated
Yes.
clean. Yes. Oh,
Ah.
thank you. Yes.
Oh, yeah, so my fur gets all cleaned and feels good. I kind of twizzle. Well, that's good.
As you make all this noise, way down the other end of the 3 football field long room, behind some big double doors, you hear just a rumble.
All right.
Do we know the dragon's name?
Just your eminence.
I think they just called it the dragon.
They called it Draco. I think, but that was just the
Made
name that
up,
they
yeah.
gave
Yeah,
it
right,
to
they
That
just
was the
named-
guy who.
I just said like, title of respect.
Yes.
Yes, well, we don't think it's, although it's possessed by the Grey Mind.
Well, let's see. Okay.
Alright. Allons-y.
So we just are going to walk confidently,
Yes.
not threateningly, towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Okay. So you guys walk through the first third of the room. Now you're in the middle of the room. There's 3/3 of this room. Now you're in the middle of the room, continuing to walk north.
Yes. Looking around for anything that might hurt us.
Hello, Mr. Dragon. We want to talk.
You're looking around for something that might hurt you. Somebody said something about, can one of us check for traps?
Yeah, I would be like, yeah,
So
kind of looking.
who's doing that roll?
Who's best situated?
I can look around if you want.
All right, give me 2 rolls. One for the first third, one for the second third.
Is anyone helping me on these, by the way?
Yes.
I can't guide you.
Oh.
I am making them sound.
Wait. So what is this? Investigation or
Perception.
perception? Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, so the first one is a 25. The second one is a 19.
Okay, no traps. No traps, but you haven't checked the boxes and crates. But there are no traps on the floors.
Okay.
So yeah, you're in the middle of the room. You've checked the second third of the room. There's only 1/3 left of the room to the north with these very large double doors, tall enough for a dragon.
Okay. We proceed on. Keep checking. We're going to continue checking.
So I guess then roll for the third third.
Third. That's a 26.
You notice some pressure plates on the floor of the third third of the room.
I wouldn't step there. Or maybe you do step there. I don't think you want to step there.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I'll
Thank
avoid
you.
the
That's-
pressure plates.
Yes. Good eye.
Thank you.
Maybe you can investigate the pressure plates to see what they do.
Sure. I'll investigate them.
Pressure plates.
21.
They are not pleasure.
Are they pleasurable?
You see some very hard to see little dots in the floor, little circles in the floor that could be where something comes out. And you also see the same color as the floor, sort of strings in the floor.
What do you see, Hans? Anything?
Strings and dots, holes,
Holes.
gas perhaps, or fire.
It sounds complicated. I think we should probably just go around.
Agree.
Untrance. Watch out for those pressure plates.
Yes.
Alright, everybody make a dex save with a low DC for trying to avoid all of the pressure plates.
13.
12.
My first roll was a natural 1, so I rerolled 16.
12.
Yeah.
23.
Alright, you guys all successfully
Yep.
tiptoe around the pre-spotted pressure plates,
Right.
and you make it to some very, very large stone doors that are very well fitted and exactly square and level.
Shall I?
Is there a
Rhythmically.
Yes.
Is there a bell or a button? No. Yes. We're going to knock.
Yeah, you can. Well, it's a very thick stone door, so.
Phone door
you're,
knocking.
Right. Maybe it's got really good hearing. We don't know.
Do you want to thaumaturge my knocking to make it louder, or can you only do that with your voice?
No, I think I just have to see if I can do that while I'm doing the other
I
stuff.
could do a minor illusion.
I could, right, I
Sounds-
can't, let's see, I can do this with my voice. I can do an instantaneous sound, so it could be one knock.
Okay.
I could do a minor illusion.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. How about you do that?
Yeah.
And beyond the door, you hear from afar, sort of muffled, "Come in."
Oh, he's
Is it
welcoming us
speaking
in.
that's common? Is Sticky coming?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
He's welcoming us in.
All right.
Must be a good guy.
Okay.
Not talking this at all.
Can we push the doors open?
This would be maybe a good time for clairvoyance. Yeah. Yeah, let's open the doors.
You make a strength check or two. Somebody want to put their back into this big heavy stone door?
I'll try.
Well, no,
I mean-
this is Una. This is Una's department, Lord.
I rolled Hansel to
You're,
3.
you are stronger than you appear. I think the tree took some strength out of you today. But
Between knocking on the door and trying to push the door, you take one big dip.
Ow!
Really 18.
Yeah, you push the door open, and as the door is opened, you see a long, perfectly square hallway that is rather large, leading towards a room in which is flickering light and darkness, and then you hear again, "Come."
let's go. Okay.
All right. Can you?
It's been nice knowing you
Can you
guys.
please continue checking for traps?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Can you repeat what the thing is saying? Because it just kept cutting
Come
out.
in.
Oh, okay.
Entree.
A 15 for traps.
All right, you don't see any traps.
Okay.
So you guys walk down the hallway
Yep.
towards the open room with the flickering lights and stuff. So yeah, you get there, and it is a very large, very very large, open, square-cornered, carved gray stone room. There are a few gray crates around, and you see a dragon laying on a pile of gray crates.
Great crates. Super organized great crates.
Yes.
That's awesome.
We've seen this dragon. I would assume.
Yeah.
So one, if it's the same one that's flying around, huh?
There's not so many dragons, I would think. That's great. OCD.
Gives new meaning to the gray mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Don't worry, Julie. I will hold it up to your camera soon.
Thank you.
Oh my god. It's the right colors too.
Please pass it around and take a look at it and stuff.
Ooh, I love the blue detailing on it.
Yeah. House Tamerlane colors.
That's right.
Yeah. Two people.
This is a custom painted Etsy dragon miniature that I ordered the day you decided to go to Parvus. It's been sitting on the shelf for months with a handkerchief over it.
That's cool.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah. Well, everything's
Impressive.
metallic.
I'm gonna do the other camera, not the laptop camera for Julie, because I think that
Okay.
one's sharper.
Tis sharper. Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Wow.
I can't. How's that?
Yeah, the top one's great. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so pretty.
Does it need to be closer or
Pretty,
farther?
pretty.
No, it's great.
Today we're
Yeah,
putting
it's got
images.
this lavender accent on the wings.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at it much.
Yeah, real pretty.
Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
Yes.
The dragon. So, yeah, you see this this dragon laying on these perfectly square gray crates, and it looks at you all, and it says, before it says anything, you also notice one person give me a perception roll.
That's a good roll. 18.
Yeah. Behind the dragon on the wall, you see a, you know when they show like paranoid people trying to solve mysteries, they have those strings.
Oh,
Yes.
You know, with the strings and the stuff. You see a big like map with strings and stuff connecting you guys' faces. Little drawings of you guys' faces. There's the tower and stuff, and each of your faces and little like drawings and stuff about you. And
But big, right? Because the dragon.
yeah. There's this like paranoid mystery solver wall on the thing on the back with these strings between it, and it sees all of you walk in, and the dragon says, You have killed my best friend,
Who's your best friend?
Kingfisher.
He's not dead.
I saw you standing over his corpse,
He was just unconscious.
Yes.
and now I will exact my revenge.
Your Eminence, please, let us explain.
Wait.
Kingfisher is not dead. And let us explain. why
Prove
we've come.
it.
Well, we would have to.
Isn't that his short sword at your belt?
Yes, he was attacking us, and while he was unconscious, we didn't want him to be armed anymore.
Lies.
No, it's all true.
Enough of these lies.
Give us
Wait,
a chance
wait.
to explain why we've come. Your Eminence, your regal lizardness.
You have killed my best friend.
How did you guys become best friends?
Yes, it's unusual for
I'm not here to talk to you.
a dragon to become.
Kill you.
What? How,
We are the enemies of Galethakash.
What the fuck is that?
what's your diction?
Are you not? Are you not?
Are you Great Mind?
Are you not the Grey Mind?
I am a Grey Mind dragon.
Yes.
Anyway,
No, we
you're
were
all
told-
going to die.
Wait.
Let us, what
We're on the same side. We're here to help you.
What harm could
What are you
be?
talking about? You killed my best friend.
What
No.
harm could befall you to hear us out?
You're
You are a great,
roll
powerful.
Roll persuasion on not having killed Kingfisher.
Remember, yeah, you got it.
And if it's an 18, it's a fail. Because that's the lowest you can roll.
It's still high. There's got to be a benefit for having this skill.
Yeah, you just have to roll not the lowest you could possibly roll.
Okay. Well, but then that's like over a 50% chance of losing. But that's your roll. So
Over 50% chance of losing is better than a DC 11.
so I didn't make it.
What?
I didn't make that then. Well, wait. Persuasion is dying. 10. Oh, persuasion 21.
What happened? How'd you get it from 18 to a 21?
Because I have silver
11 out of
tongue.
20 is 55%.
No, I have silver tongue, so I get a 10, and my bonus is plus 11, so that's 21.
Alright.
And you rolled it at advantage, right?
Yeah.
And what was your actual dice roll?
7.
The point is, like, if you roll a 1 or something.
Well, 1's a critical miss.
Wait, I thought 18 was the lowest you could roll.
21's the
Not
lowest.
anymore, I guess.
No,
Wait,
So-
but
no, it's
oh,
always been
because
21.
it automatically turns into a 10, I see.
Everything converts to a 10,
That's
and I get
why.
a plus 11 bonus.
Yeah.
So it used to be 18 before you hit level 5?
Hey,
Where your proficiency bonus changed?
yeah, exactly.
So you still rolled the lowest you can roll.
The lowest I could roll would be a 1.
Yeah, so if you roll a 10, you're
Yeah.
going to get a 21, right?
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, I just feel like if it's a DC 11, anyway. So you got the lowest you could roll, so instead of it being like, okay, you didn't kill him, it's going to be like, what? Kingfisher lives.
Yes, he is imprisoned by the Tabaxi.
He is.
I will go kill them now.
No. He's not in prison. He is. There's some sort of review going on of some events that have happened, and they want to have some sort of hearing with Kingfisher.
Look at my wall.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I know you killed Kingfisher.
No.
What does it look like on his wall besides just us
It's like
to Kingfisher? Is there anything else?
color coded.
The strings. Yeah, there's color-coded strings. There's little drawings. There's a tower of contemplation.
Have at
there's
least
an
one question
island.
mark.
There's Kingfisher with X's over his eyes and a sad face.
Kingfisher is not dead, Your Great Eminence, and
Yes,
he came
Kingfisher
here on a
lives.
matter of great importance, and we wish to parley with you. And you can be assured he's not dead. We did not come here to lie.
me that he's not dead.
Well, to do that.
10 seconds.
Can you look into our minds?
Yes, detect our thoughts.
Can I tell whether you're lying or not?
Yes, we are telling the truth.
I'm a really bad liar.
Well,
I think.
We'll open our minds
You are.
to it.
Okay.
That's yes.
I'm picturing.
okay, fine.
Yes.
Tell me more.
Yes. Well,
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you for knocking my friend Kingfisher unconscious and foiling our plan
Your plan,
What
yes.
was your plan?
Your-
to rule this kingdom.
What do you need Kingfisher for? Can't you just do it yourself?
What are you talking about?
let me ask you, for how long have you been planning this? Only recently, right?
Yes.
Yes, and before that, you lived peacefully here in the mountain and didn't concern yourself.
I was just bored.
You were just
It's so boring here.
interesting.
You've been here for centuries, Your Eminence. There are
2
those
centuries.
Yes, there are those who worship you. You did not concern yourself with
Stupid kobolds.
tabaxi. You did not concern yourself.
I'll agree with you there. The kobolds are very stupid.
Yes.
Except
Have you
in the
heard that
fact.
stupid song?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Those songs are so terrible. If you,
They're so stupid.
they're about you. Oh God!
But
don't even
their
get me started.
their one saving grace is that they know greatness and they worship
Wait,
you.
you're saying their songs are stupid because they're about me?
No. They misrepresent you.
It's time to fight.
No.
Seeing
Seeing you in person, they just simply can't do you justice with their pathetic words.
They try.
You roll persuasion.
All right.
That's advantage.
Yes.
Did he roll with advantage on that other roll?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be very good. Is that a 6 or an 8?
I told you no jokes.
12.
Hey, Dragon, out of curiosity, did Kingfisher ever lend you any books?
The one that. Oh no. Let's think about it on Trance. Before he answers that question, he blows a cone on you guys.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to take whatever the fuck's happening with that cone and then keep talking to him, you can, or you can go into whatever. But he made a joke and then he rolled a 12 persuasion.
It wasn't a joke. I was serious about the songs.
Yeah, I think you phrased it badly.
Yeah.
I thought you were insulting him.
Yeah. You said
They're
yeah,
stupid
the songs are
kobolds.
stupid. They're
They're
about
about
you.
you.
No. I meant that he think
Everybody heard it, and then when you tried to save it, you rolled a 12.
So,
And that was with advantage. So the dragon is gonna blow a cone of cold on you. I'm gonna see how many of you are in the cone. Okay, 4 of you are in the cone.
On trust.
You're in the cone.
And we need us holding hands with our shots,
You're
right?
in the cone.
I'm in the cone,
So
baby.
definitely on trust is the cone.
You're in the cone. We need one more between you two.
No, I'm trance.
And you're in the cone.
Okay.
You're the 4 that are in the cone. Alright.
Are we able to use a
everybody.
reaction to do it? Oh, we'll do it next.
If you want to fight the dragon, do something fighty. Otherwise, take whatever the fuck is about to happen and then try to keep talking to it. So yeah, you four make a wisdom save.
Ah.
16.
Is it frightened or poison?
No one.
13.
Is this? Oh, okay. Yeah, I make a wisdom save with advantage. So.
Oh, you do?
Yep. So that's a 12
16.
plus 17.
Okay, so the DC was 15, so it sounded like 2 of you passed and 2 of you failed.
I think 3 of us passed.
3 passed and 1 failed.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the DC?
15.
Okay, well, I got 13, so I failed. Oof. This doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so the dragon erupts with this cone of green mist that flows over you all like, I don't know, the Joker's laughing gas or something.
Cool.
And it attacks your mind, and you find yourself thinking strange thoughts, and you get those who failed take 27 psychic damage.
Jesus.
Is that that's Jasper?
Mm-hmm.
So he goes down to 8.
Mm-hmm.
And those who passed, what did I say, 27?
Yeah.
So it's, what is that, 13? 13 damage for Hassan, Daphne. Daphne, make a concentration save.
I was gonna.
Who am I leaving out?
Yeah, I got a 19.
Hassan, Lord Han, Daphne.
So you stay good at talking.
All right.
Been working out great
Now-
for you guys so far.
There's more to the effects of this. So you failed, and
Yeah.
you're the only one that failed.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll a d4. Obviously, this is transpiring in a matter of mere segundos.
3.
Okay. Yeah. For the next minute, your combat abilities would be diminished.
Okay.
Obviously, a minute passes more quickly outside of combat, but you could only cast cantrips. One thing is that you can only cast cantrips for the next minute.
Okay.
So yeah, the dragon hears you insult it, and it goes, and it blows this green fog over you in a huge cone, and it says, "Prepare to die."
Wait!
And it starts stepping towards
No,
you.
no, wait!
I would take off.
You would take off.
Yeah, like
You run. Okay.
Wait! No! I merely
Yeah.
meant.
Entrance like beats feet with you back to the trapped room,
Wait!
or no, back to the end of that hallway.
Wait! We wish to. We don't wish to fight you. We wish to speak with you.
Snack on your flag.
No!
You foiled our plan.
No! Not the plan is not foiled.
What do you mean? Of course it's foiled.
What's Kingfisher?
Kingfisher and I were going to rule.
Because of the mistress?
Yes, I think.
You speak to the mistress.
I don't know.
Have you ever spoken to her directly?
No.
Have you? But you recognize her name, yes?
Kingfisher.
Kingfisher knows the mistress?
Yes.
Ah, was he the one?
But anyway, we were going to rule, and you stopped us. So now.
Wait! Kingfisher was in charge of the plan.
Well, this is going on. Are you able to discreetly become? Like, can we? While he's talking and distracting the dragon.
It's like such a shoulder.
you have 12 good berries, which I am eating right now.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So as they're talking, very discreetly, trying, like almost like I'm like eating popcorn in a
Yeah,
movie, but trying to show respect to the
Like you're
dragon.
secretly eating candy in class.
Yeah.
We know something of Kingfisher's plan.
Or you're secretly eating candy in a movie theater where you're not allowed to be in.
Or just like
a theater theater.
I'm just engrossed in eating popcorn.
We know something of Kingfisher's plan, which he may not have yet told you. Yes.
Is my best friend.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
in front of it, but
You have ruined our plan.
No, not yet. He speaks to the mistress.
Now you must.
No. Kingfisher would tell you himself, and he will. The mistress put him in control over this land, and set up rivals in the other lands.
Yes, I don't care about that.
No, that is Galathakash. No, it's important. It's important. It's very important.
What?
Roll persuasion first.
All right.
an advantage.
Yes.
The dragon pokes you just to try to break your concentration.
25.
Better.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sarcaster.
okay. It's like,
It's good that we have advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna finish listening to you.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill you.
No. Very important. So, Kingfisher is in touch with the mistress, a great power from another plane. You following me so far?
Yes, I don't really care though.
The mistress has put lieutenants in charge of each section of the continent. The Kingfisher here, and the Queen in Elenia Toth, who is Kingfisher's deadly rival,
Sure, why do I care?
whom we have killed. Kingfisher would be delighted.
Good for you.
Yes. Speak to him, he'll tell you.
And we've also
Oh, we have a raised
come to
hand.
bring you this good news that
are
Kingfisher.
you out in the hallway resting your hands? Or
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you
No,
ate
no.
your beans back in the hallway, now
I-
you're coming back in?
If it at 120 feet, I want to try to cast Dispel Magic on him
Okay.
to see if he's under some kind of mind control or whatever.
So like from out in the hallway,
Yeah.
How far are we from the?
it's a pretty big room that the dragon's in.
How far are we from the door of the double doors?
Are you?
How far away from the double doors that we entered?
No, I don't want to figure it out right now.
Okay.
When we battle, we'll draw it. I don't want to say the wrong thing and then the drawing is
Sure.
messed up if we battle.
Okay.
But I'm gonna let him do it from wherever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
But I don't think the dragon's gonna like it.
Do we have to remove curse or anything?
Nope,
Okay.
not yet.
Or greater restoration?
Nope, sugar don't. We're not at the level for that
Do
yet.
we have scrolls?
It would have dispelled up to 23rd level or 13th level spell.
Okay. So you cast that on it, and the dragon sees you casting the spell on it, and then it goes to attack you. It tries to reach you with some breath again. It starts stepping towards you,
I'll keep going down the hallway.
and it says,
I was about to listen to you talk more, but then your friend cast a spell on me.
No, he's trying to help you.
Roll persuasion then.
With advantage. 19.
the dragon is not hugely swayed. Well, okay, fine. The dragon is like,
Your friend just cast a spell on me.
Yes, but you know it's not a spell to harm you. Surely you can sense the type of magic he's casting. Abjuration. He wants to remove a horrible effect that's been placed on you by your enemies.
the dragon gets out this elaborate contraption, this clock thing, and it says,
You've got 1 minute to prove your case, or I'm going to kill you all.
All I can say, okay, behold here. This is a lump of matter with the queen's signet ring of Elenia Toth. This queen was the deadly rival of Kingfisher. I heard him. We heard a voice
I don't care.
discuss the Greymon and say the Greymon's problem, the deadly rival. We know that the queen sought to eliminate and kill your best friend, Kingfisher. We know this. We killed her first, for she did battle with us. And if Kingfisher allows the mistress's other lieutenants to live, they will kill not only you, but him, your best friend. It's true. I'm telling you the truth.
Why would we come here except to bear you this good news that Kingfisher is alive? There's been a great misunderstanding. Why would we make ourselves vulnerable to your great eminence and all your great powers unless we were here to bring you this news and clear up this misunderstanding?
Enough! It's been 1 minute.
you guys are like, cuckoo, cuckoo, and this contraption, and the dragon puts it away.
A little cobalt comes out of
I'm
the
gonna
clock.
discreetly,
Yeah.
while the clock's going off, I'm gonna discreetly also be like, oh, two good berries.
Do you want an extra?
Luna's just been stretching in the corner, getting ready.
The dragon is the dragon's like,
It doesn't matter what you're saying because you messed up our plan to rule. So I don't care about the queen of Elenia Toth. I don't care about anything but my friend. He's my only friend.
Yes.
Still alive.
You'll
Your
you'll never be able to get into the tower. You can kill the Tabaxi, but you'll never be able to get into the tower where we're keeping him. We were held in the same prison.
Yeah, wait.
I can knock over the tower.
But then he might kill Kingfisher.
Yes.
Maybe you need us to.
You need us to infiltrate the tower. They're expecting us back.
They do not like us, just like they do not like Kingfisher.
We have to go back. I have to stand trial for my murder of dozens of Tabaxi.
Oh, that's right.
Una, awesome persuasion.
Yeah.
Lean into that.
Let's kill them all. Let's.
Their pacifism is just curdling, isn't it? It's just so offensive.
You all want to help me kill all the Tabaxi except for Kingfisher?
First, we must infiltrate the tower and get Kingfisher out safely,
Yes.
or else he could
Your
die.
best friend.
Yes.
They are holding him. He is vulnerable. We have to bring him to safety.
I don't understand. Look, I was going to rule this part of the world with my best friend.
Yes.
And then you stopped him from doing that.
We did not stop him. There was a misunderstanding between Kingfisher
We
and
went
us.
into his room to talk to him, and he attacked me out of the blue.
There was a misunderstanding. He did not understand.
Didn't even say a word. Jumped right at me.
There might be something. Yes.
And we did not kill him.
And I had to subdue him to save my own life, but we didn't kill him.
Kingfisher
We
might be
just
under the
knocked him
influence
out.
of some curse or something. He must be helped.
And then in response to that, all these crazy Tabaxis just started hugging me and hugging me.
Can you
and
imagine?
impaling themselves and dying.
Which was maybe a silver lining in that whole thing, right?
So many germs. Like, so many germs from the hugging Tabaxi.
So you all are telling me that you like Kingfisher?
We didn't.
We were just getting to know him. We barely had a chance to get to know him before he started that. We were starting to hang out. We were starting to get to know him. I mean, I'd like to know about how you guys got to be friends because I felt like we were on the path.
We'd only been there a day or two.
all right, roll persuasion, Julie.
Which is not an advantage, I'm sorry.
Her role playing is
The dice still
Not
decide.
Great.
Do you have inspiration perhaps? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Let's see.
that's a good question. Hypothetically.
Do you feel
It's
inspired?
still not great. It's 15.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh,
Pretty good.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
very
For
good.
a-
Pretty good for a
You're
barbarian.
modest.
For me,
That's right.
You're used to rolling 20s.
speaking
not
from
20s.
the heart.
So, what does it look like in this dragon cave as you give this speech, Una?
I've been quietly standing by the side watching our silver-tongued friends flounder and talk about shit that doesn't mean nothing to this dragon. Cause I understand what it's like to lose somebody. I've lost people. And I know all this dragon cares about is his friend and their awesome plan.
Yes.
Sounds right.
You get your point of inspiration back.
Yay!
Sorry, baby.
Huzzah! That was a long one. A long putting to bedding.
Oh.
Yeah. Scratching you and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, the nails.
So yeah, I gotta cut her nails more often. It's like finger surgery. So so you stand the sailcloth and other interesting items wearing Una glowing a little bit with a bit of magical energy as she speaks from the heart to this dragon who has also lost someone. And the dragon says,
Ah, finally someone who is not bullshitting me.
and it comes down off the the crates, and it gets down on the ground next to you all, and it folds its wings and puts its head next to Una and says,
Tell me more.
Well, we went in there looking for this gentleman here who was practically imprisoned and cursed inside of that tower. And when we got in there, we found people who were not very helpful. I'll tell you that. But I know there's a lot going on. And what my friend Hans says is true. There is a whole battle going on everywhere. But I understand what it must have looked like from out the window and what you saw. And I'm sorry that you've had to live with that fear and loss that your friend was dead. But I am telling you, he is not dead. And in fact, they are expecting us to come back, and me in particular, to stand trial for what went down.
After you kill me?
No, we came here because there's a lot of people that are concerned about you. It seems like you've been upset, so they say. On one level, I can understand why you've been upset now, but it seems like maybe before that, you were starting to maybe signal you guys' plan a little bit with some of your activities. You might have tipped your hand a bit.
Yes, it's really very simple. It's really very simple. I've been here for a long time, and things are incredibly boring here. You see, I don't know if you noticed, but my breath has a bit of an effect on the mind.
Mm-hmm.
My people, my species of dragon, we all have that effect. And I think my parents made me forget where I came from. I can't remember what happened before I lived here. I don't know where others of my kind are. When I hunt, I make the animals forget. I make anyone who saw me forget. But a few years ago, it just became so boring. I started letting people see me. And before I knew it, Kingfisher was here. And he was talking to me. Someone with a real brain in their head was actually communicating with me. He wasn't flim-flamming me like a couple of you have been trying to do. He spoke with me, and we made friends. And he told me that my life could be a lot more interesting if I just helped to kill a couple of these 100 holy ones. If I just did a few things, why, I could have all the responsibilities.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah. So the cat wants to get out.
All right, let's take a break. So, shall we get back into the cave?
Yes.
Yeah.
The dragon was in the middle of.
Yeah. So Una stood up to the dragon and spoke truth to it, The dragon got down off of its box, laid down next to Una, put its head next to her, and folded its wings. And it was in the middle of spieling to you. It was in the middle of backstorying itself. So the dragon was saying.
I remember
Dragon.
exactly because I was listening with bated breath. He was saying that who's the guy? Kingfisher. He was going to have responsibilities. He was bored, and Kingfisher was giving him a vision of how his life could be different.
Yes.
They're
My
just
life.
destined to do a couple of things.
My life for a very long time was nothing but hunting and being forgotten. It was the most boring place. But Kingfisher told me that I could have responsibilities and duties, and together we could rule this entire land, and my mind could actually be put to use. And you stopped him from accomplishing this. So, will you all help me carry out this plan? Will you help me rule this country with Kingfisher as we had planned before? Do you admit that you all made a mistake? And will we work together to rule?
Oh, Una can answer that question.
I just want to be sensitive here, because I know you've been through a lot. I too, or let me not say too, in my past, I have been put in positions where my strength and abilities were used by people who told me they were family and friends, but then ended up not actually following through on their commitments. And I would hate to see something like that happen to you. So I just want to understand a little better, what makes you trust Kingfisher so much, and what exactly was his vision for your participation on the other side of this?
You are speaking poorly of Kingfisher. It is very easy for me to bite you right now.
I understand that.
He's the only intelligent person who spoke to me in the last 150 years that I can remember of what I think are the 200 years I've been here. What are you asking me? Why do I trust Kingfisher?
I think she.
Why do I
what was
trust
your
you?
role?
I think she's concerned that you not be taken advantage of or manipulated, and perhaps that is not Kingfisher's plan, but it's, I think, what Una has experienced in her own life, and could be something to be concerned about.
Enough of this. Will you help me rule or no?
Well, could you tell us a little more about what your actual plan was for after? Like, what does ruling mean to you guys? I know there's different factions who believe in, there's factions that believe in opening the magic gates and bringing demons into our world. There's factions that believe in all-out violence. There's factions that believe in pacifism and peace. I'm gonna guess you're not the last one, but I'd like to know what it is that you actually, what was you guys' plan? I can see that you're a very rigorous thinker from the board over here.
And that you like order. You clearly value order, which is so important.
Thank you.
Roll persuasion, Una.
Wait. No shit. That's a 7.
With advantage because Jasper's helping you.
Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Jasper's adding the
Yes.
He's
lawyerly
massaging.
zhuzh
He's
to
doing-
your
he's doing-
raw honesty. In Veritas. He says, she says, the dragon says,
Well, our plan was really very interesting and convoluted, exactly the way I like it. We would kill enough members of the 100 Holy Ones to create suspicion and paranoia and fear and a need for action. Was it Borgone killing the people? Was it Liebenstock? People of the Ozaran expanse? And at the moment of great trouble, Kingfisher and Paul would appear to the people of Parvus as saviors.
Paul?
Yes,
That's your name?
yes, my name is Paul.
Oh,
Wonderful to meet you, Paul.
it
P-O-L.
it fits you so well.
P-O-L. Paul.
Yes.
Yes. Kingfisher and Paul would appear as saviors of Parvus. Temporary tyrants who would unite the country to bring peace, as well as independence. Doesn't it sound wonderful? I love it. So, you will help me accomplish this, yes?
Let me ask you, because as you said, ruling with it comes great responsibility, and Parvus has been preyed upon by neighboring countries. And if you were to rule, Kingfisher and Paul were to rule Parvus, what would be your? You would also have to protect
Yes!
your land from, for instance, Liebenstock or other countries.
What
that
could be
threaten it.
more interesting than
Yes.
killing many dwarves?
Yes.
Yes. It is wonderful. It is a wonderful plan. So, you will help me. We will rescue Kingfisher. And if he agrees to, then we will all rule. Maybe. After I talk to each of you. Decide that I like you. I know I like her.
Kingfisher and Paul and Una.
But I don't hate
Ah,
it.
Una. Your name is Una. Yes, I like the ring of that. Paul and Kingfisher and Una. Yes.
It's like an offer.
Una.
Just-
Will you rule with me over the boring people of Parvus?
They are boring. I absolutely agree with you there.
Yes.
Do you mind if we have a little sidebar? Our group?
We like to decide things together. It's
Yeah,
Just
I'm
as
not
I
sure about
thought
your
we were
ruling
all
style.
in this together. Thank you very much.
Oh, we
I thought
are.
we were all working together.
just this is a unexpected development that we just want to have a moment to touch base
You
on.
guys do.
Yes. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to eat my macaroni.
So
I mean, Daphne's open to it,
To
right?
what?
I mean, to whatever, or at least
all the
yeah, or pay lip service to it, whatever. But like, sure, an offer for power maybe versus like, there's no love lost with the cuddle tabaxi folk, right?
So,
I
but
mean,
let's remember that behind this is the satanic power that is
yeah.
Well,
pulling the strings.
Yes,
yeah.
good mistress.
to which both of us say, you know.
Well, I think the best approach is for us to return to the tower ourselves without the dragon
If we can-
and liberate Kingfisher, as they say, from his prison of mortal flesh, and
Or remove the curse, which we didn't have a
Yes.
chance to do with
blame
Queen
it on
Aoife.
the other tabaxi?
Yes.
We'd be talking about?
yes, I think that what we should propose to Paul is
His evidence.
that stealth is the best approach to prevent Kingfisher from being harmed, as we've done, and return to the tower.
I agree.
Well-
But
Good approach.
the problem is Paul sees things, right? You know, he saw that we had a hand in Kingfisher falling unconscious.
Well, he saw us outside the window.
Mhm.
Or
He was out
maybe
the
he saw
window.
us.
I mean, their plan wouldn't work anyways at this point.
Yeah.
So paranoia, kill holding ones. They've already seen the dragon flying around. They've already seen the color things killing people.
Yeah. The plan's been tipped.
They'd have
They
to
know
do,
that Kingfisher was up to
they
something.
would have to do a different plan.
Well, if we
anyways.
So
say
what if
no
we-
right now,
what if
we're
we-
going to get flambéed.
What
so
if we tell him that
That's
we
a
think
very good
we should spring Kingfisher and bring him here so that they can develop a new plan?
I think
Well-
I think that's what we should do.
Here's one little thing that if we want to share this with him, if I remember correctly, we were sent here to deal with the dragon in some way to make sure that the dragon was handled, or that the problem with the dragon was handled. So maybe we could work with Paul to have him give us something, or some way, like how we're gonna walk back into the temple and just be like, it's handled, but not have anything to like we're gonna have to explain to them how it was handled, or are we just planning to sneak in and try to kidnap Kingfisher?
I like what, here's my thought. I like what Tim is saying. I think if we can free Kingfisher of his curse, Kingfisher can come back. Perhaps he has a connection with the dragon, and maybe he can bring some sort of peace to this, some sort of
Although,
resolution.
do we know
Well,
that all of
that's
these
not
people are cursed? I think some of them are just assholes.
Well, no, but I think Kingfisher is probably.
Can't you become Kingfisher?
Yes, that's true.
What's that?
That our wizard friend can make himself look like any kitty cat he wishes.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
I'm not sure that the yes, well, we'll see how.
No, but I think probably there was Queen Aoife is a good queen, but that does not mean that all of these people are good people under some sort of curse. Some of them
Right.
just be really
And I
horrible
also
anyway. I said for no
also
reason.
don't know. Oh, sorry.
No, that's it.
I also don't know if Kingfisher. I feel like I have a suspicion that Kingfisher didn't just come here out of the goodness of his heart to
No.
become friends with the dragon.
Oh, no.
He was probably already cursed and came to like.
That's,
so I don't know that there's a friendship between them.
Well, no.
no, but that's my point. Was
Right.
if Kingfisher is cursed.
That's the big if.
But okay, but assume that for a second. If we can resolve the curse while keeping him alive, which we didn't do with Queen Aoife,
Right.
that we may be able to convince him that he has this connection with the dragon, and that he may be able to reach some sort of resolution that gives the dragon what it wants. I don't know. There's some other way.
Okay,
the
but
Tabaxi could pay worship to the dragon. They could give him responsibility. They could make him the protector of Parvus, who flambés dwarves or something. You know?
Now, okay,
a
so
guardian of Parvus instead of
We might have a bigger life too that the dragon might like if he
right.
can't remember who his
No.
parents
But
are.
Kingfisher may be the vehicle through which we could present this.
Right. But okay, so then what is the plan if we go to Kingfisher, I try to remove a curse from him and he says, no, I really do want to make a power grab.
Then we kill him.
And then just deal with the dragon later, or?
Well, we decide at that time. What I can tell you is I don't think we should engage in combat right now.
No.
I don't feel good. And I want to get out of this goddamn mountain.
I would also like to get out of this goddamn
I think
mountain.
the path lies through Kingfisher.
Agree.
Or
As-
drugs.
Drugs with dragon.
And drugs!
Is that a big enough dose?
I think it is, man.
Well,
Alright, are we ready?
I mean, what do you
thoughts?
think?
Yeah, is it? Let me just say, can we talk to the dragon about the fact that their plan as it was? That's the thing. We're gonna say the plan as it was is a little flummoxed, so we need to get him and Kingfisher back together again. That's the gist.
Although I would avoid insulting the plan, just, maybe
No,
you
not that the
benefit
plan
from
was-
talking again.
Yeah, not that the plan was bad, but just that parts of the plan have been discovered.
Right.
I
So that
think-
their entering as saviors move would be difficult, where we'll have to create a different circumstance.
I think that, and then leaning into that, we want to liberate Kingfisher and bring him back to the dragon.
Sounds
yes.
great.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right,
And drugs.
it's settled.
Drugs?
Una,
To
do you want to
celebrate
do you want to
later.
present
My
this?
mind with being in a lair with the dragon.
Sure,
Psychedelics.
but with just watch me for the rough edges.
Here, I'll cast it on you too.
You got it?
Yeah, I have it as well.
Awesome.
What's that?
You're also gonna get your ability enhanced.
I'm enhancing your ability.
What does that mean? What do
So
I
you'll get to roll at advantage like the other
Great.
guys. Yeah.
Great.
Get some eagle splendor.
We'd be part of the boys' club that is Eagle Splendor.
Yeah, right.
Join
Breaking in.
the Eagle Splendor
Yes.
Club.
Shatter that glass ceiling.
You can
All
be
right.
You can be the bass player or the lead singer. Of the Eagles Splendor.
Maple Splendor.
So,
Alright.
I wasn't listening to your plan, so you come into the room, you come back into the room, or you turn around.
Well, you had gone to eat.
Yeah, turn around from
Yeah,
the huddle.
the dragon's sitting there eating good berries. And the dragon is like,
Well, have you spoken enough behind my back, making some kind of plan about me? I feel suspicious.
Well, yes,
FYI.
yes, Paul, yes, we have. And we just wanted to make sure that we had explored all the angles, because I think this is a complicated situation. Because what I can tell you is from inside the temple, there was some issues with just us helping you to carry out your plan as it was. And that is because Kingfisher has come under a little bit of suspicion inside of there, and the people of the temple have seen you, commit some of the things that Kingfisher asked you to do, like out on the boat and stuff. So the swooping in his heroes may not work as seamlessly as you hope so, but we do think the most important thing is that we need to get you and Kingfisher back together again. We need to get him out of there safely so that you guys can mastermind, an updated plan.
Yes.
And that seems to be the best path forward that we can help you with.
Yes, Kingfisher and I must get back together. Yes, and perhaps we will rule through fear and hatred rather than salvation. He will know what to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
now, you must be deception, yes?
No, that's literally what we just discussed.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're saying.
You want to get the dragon back together with Kingfisher to help them figure out how to rule again?
Well,
No,
talk about their
that's-
plan. We're
Figure out
not.
their plan.
Just
We're
about
gonna-
their plan.
we're gonna
That
try to-
the point was that the plan, as stated, you had asked the dragon had asked to support the plan as was, and I'm saying the plan as was probably isn't gonna fly. The first thing they're gonna have to do is come up with a new plan,
And we want to help liberate.
and
so
we
you
want to
honestly
help
want to get-
liberate.
We want to
Kingfisher.
reunite
We
them.
want to get Kingfisher from the tower and bring him to the dragon.
We want to try to uncurse
with
Kingfisher
with
too.
convincing of.
Well, we're
Kingfisher.
not telling them.
Alright, so Una's explanation has no lies in it,
Right.
Correct.
and I don't think she needs to roll persuasion on that, because the dragon likes that idea. Like, yes, I want to be reunited with Kingfisher.
Yes.
So Paul says,
Tell me more.
All right, so I think.
How are we going to do
correct-
this?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, group, but we think the best way to accomplish this is going to be on the down low.
Well-
Like, no more big spectacles.
If
Go ahead.
Paul just flew around, that's enough of a oh no, what's going on? That we could possibly sneak in and get him faster.
In Borgon, we call this a distraction.
A distraction, yeah.
Division.
Yes.
You know.
And maybe you could give us a ride back.
I was thinking. I was thinking I could put you all on my back and fly and land on the top of the tower and drop you off there.
Well, I don't know that we'd want to be seen.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty good idea.
You know, but what I've heard sometimes is it's nice to be dropped off, say 10 minutes before the tower, just in case you see some of your friends.
Right.
But if
It's embarrassing otherwise.
we're
Yeah.
hit, he's big, or Paul's big.
He's very big.
They wouldn't see us on him, right?
They would.
How many people can you make invisible?
Two.
Please. I have no gender, please.
Oh,
Gee,
excuse
I
us.
have a wristband of invisibility myself.
Oh, that's right. I could get two.
I use they them pronouns.
I'm pretty small.
That's true, and you can turn yourself even
I'll just lay on top of you and then do a see how that math works out.
I think we should be dropped off farther. Well, I could turn myself into a tabaxi.
But I can't do any of these things. I need to be.
This
I can make you invisible.
this idea of making me drop you off far away from the castle, the tower, it makes me think you are embarrassed of me. It
No,
reminds
no.
me-
We are trying to be discreet.
Reminds me of how my parents must have made me forget that.
I am so sorry. I know what pain that must have felt. Listen, we didn't mean that. We just meant to be discreet and so that we could sneak into
Yeah,
the
we're
tower
trying to
to
sneak
free
in to
free Kingfisher.
Yes, the
Subterfuge is more interesting
Roll
than
persuasion.
just might, anyway.
27.
Still bad. Just kidding. Good. Okay.
So it's like, okay. Well, as long as you all aren't embarrassed to be seen with me.
Of course not.
Kingfisher was never embarrassed to be seen with me. Kingfisher's my friend. I don't know if I trust you all.
We should bring him back to you.
Would you want to do drugs?
Why do I need... What?
It's fun. You like doing fun things, you said.
Yes.
It will mess with your mind.
It certainly won't be boring.
It's on you go on an adventure. It's so cool.
It certainly won't be lonely.
It's
what
not
kind of
lonely. I mean,
drugs
they
do
say
you
it
have?
makes you feel.
Pop it out. Show it to
You know what? If the dragon will do the drugs, I'll do them.
That bottle looks really small.
You just
Are you sure that's enough for me? I'm
It's
huge.
just you just inhale it. I have 5 doses, but I kind of wanted to save it. You know.
I might need all 5. I'm really large. I'm huge.
Oh man, you're gonna use all my
You
doses.
know what I would suggest is when we bring Kingfisher back, in order to celebrate the reunion, we uncork that bottle then. It's up to you.
I don't know. It does sound like the opposite of boring.
Oh, it
It's
definitely is.
It's very much the opposite of
It's an
boring.
experience you will carry with you the rest of your life.
I'll give him all 5 doses, or give Paul all 5 doses.
Ah, thank you. Clink. So I should just do this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, I mean,
Nothing like being in a room with a
We
drugged
empower
up
you to
dragon.
make your own choices.
It's
we
exciting stuff.
some of us have done those, and it was
It was
life
quite the
altering.
experience, yes.
Yes, it can sometimes be it can be a frightening experience at times.
But also not boring.
But you want to inhale.
Yeah, just,
Yeah. Inhale. Don't eat it.
Sniff it.
You just uncork it.
it's a breathing thing.
So you want me to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I do.
I think you should do what you believe is best.
Right, that's
It-
what I'm saying.
If you don't
I'm
want to do it,
suspicious.
I'll take them back though. If you're
Hey
not.
Paul, I too was abandoned by my family and don't know who my parents are. And if these drugs will bring you one instant of connectedness, you deserve it.
Okay. That's kidding me.
Readying
I
the
don't-
dodge and action and feeling agility. And
Yeah, it's fine.
I
mean,
discovered I have Misty Step.
Yeah.
Inhale.
Inhale, breathe.
Yes.
That is how dragons breathe.
Is there any contact I can get?
Yeah, we could
We can
dust
only-
it in your
Right, hot
mouth.
box.
Okay, now breathe. Now breathe on
But
it.
not breath.
Yeah, the dragon pulls the little corks out of the bottles, and all of the spores rise up into the nostrils and the mouth of the dragon as it breathes it all in, and a cloud of spores surrounds the dragon's head. And anyone who's trying to get high by shotgunning with the dragon,
Hell yeah.
roll a d20
Oh,
to see if
She
you're able
shouldn't.
to
but
scoop up
Oh,
some
no.
spores.
I know, but I think she's gonna.
I just stayed sober. I was backing up.
No, yeah, wait, so what are we rolling?
It's
Just
a
a
D20.
D20. No.
Oh,
six.
I got 12.
No.
15.
I got 16.
Oh, Una's going for it. She's gonna bond with the dragon.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
guys are gonna have to save her.
You two,
What about
you two vibe with the dragon. You two get the spores,
on
and
Trance?
because what?
On
What's
Trance. He's gone through a lot.
Antrance is not trying to.
Yeah,
Sean still thinks he's gonna be
He's a square.
sacrificed.
He needs it.
Antrance is like, why are you doing drugs with this dragon?
Because why wouldn't you?
You'll get used to the ways of this group soon
Aren't you
enough.
going to fight and kill this dragon? Why aren't you going to?
No.
What?
Not
It's
at all.
all drugs and dragons.
The dragon's like, wow.
Never. No.
As it starts to kick.
No. We wanted to help the dragon.
Fuck that guy.
And Antrance is like, weren't you about to ride this dragon to save your kingfisher?
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, put drugs first, man.
Everything
Don't you know the
constructs,
rule?
it's alright.
And the dragon's like, "Ah." And because of the way the dragon's mind and breath and spores work, Una and Jasper, you see what the dragon sees.
Ooh.
And Paul at first sees nothing but gray. Just as Lord Hans was once transported into a vision when he touched the Queen's necklace, now Una and Jasper, you are transported into the vision of what the dragon is seeing. And it is at first a solid expanse of gray like a fog, but then the fog undulates like rivulets and ripples on the surface of a pond as the fog begins to take shape. A large dragon-like figure, maybe the size of an ancient dragon made from fog, is sweeping through the other fog, like a lighter color fog against the darker fog. Its wings beating, and in this shadow you hear, "Goodbye, Paul." And those of you who are not having the vision on the outside of the dragon, you see tears form in their eyes, and
I just rubbed his head.
and the dragon's head like responds to your touch, and the dragon says, "Whoa!" And then back in the vision, Una and Jasper are seeing this fog, and the fog starts to disperse, and you see Paul swooping down into the forest of Bourgogne and grabbing a cow in its jaws. You see Paul carrying the cow past a farmer, and Paul blows green fog over the farmer and then keeps flying with the cow. You see a blue kobold reading a dumb poem in a cave, and you see Paul's face going, "Oh," and Paul is a little bit younger, and then the room in your vision starts to erupt in fire and magma and fountains of red and orange and yellow and black stone, and you hear a voice in both of your heads. "Kill for me." And then it melts away into that fog again. And in the center of the fog is Kingfisher, just as you remembered him. You see Kingfisher sitting on a stone, sitting on one of those gray crates in this room. You see Kingfisher just talking to Paul, and you see Paul, in a way the dragon would do this, sitting like this, listening, and you see Kingfisher gesturing and telling stories. He's wearing the short sword that you have on your side, and you see Paul blowing little smoke rings of green fog as he listens, and the gray fog rushes into the vision again, and now there are men on horseback riding with swords as they ride, made of fog, through the fog. You see a swamp, you see the fog-covered lake, and you see a battle between armies made of smoke, and then you see a smiling Paul, as much as a dragon can smile, sort of dancing and moving his wings and laughing. And now, outside of the vision, you three that aren't in the vision, you see the dragon sort of rolling on the ground, going like this.
I think it's going well.
And you hear the dragon say, "Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha!" And inside the
I whisper in his ear, Boletus! Boletus!
and that inside the vision, you all hear that name reverberating through the mind and the fog. Boletus, Boletus, and the dragon stops laughing, and the fog stops battling itself as armies, and the dragon sinks down into a cornucopia of food and apples and mushrooms, and there are butterflies flying around as Paul lays on a blanket next to a picnic basket in a meadow with trees on the edges, and the name Boletas echoes through the vision. I said echo.
Yeah, that's funny.
The name Boletas reverberates through this vision of the dragon laying on a picnic blanket, and outside of the vision, you all see the dragon now is just going, ah, ah, and inside the vision.
Drooling a little.
Yeah, it's drooling a little bit. Inside the vision, you see it like eating stuff out of the picnic basket, and outside the vision, you see.
We should have water ready maybe for when it wakes up.
Some vitamin C going.
Yeah, and
Electrolytes, yeah.
outside the vision, time is passing. This has been happening for 2 hours.
Did I look like this when we...
Yeah, is this what we look like?
Yeah.
Wait, you're
You're in it. You're in it.
Lord Hans didn't do it.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Is
Lord
this
Hans
what-
is just staring aghast. He's had it with visions ever since the mistress. He's
Oh,
had
sure.
it with visions. No visions for Hans.
So, Lord Hans, you're watching these two like this, just staring into space, and you're watching the dragon like wah 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 wah, and this guy is like yeah.
He's like, yeah, ride the wave, man.
Can your prestidigitation do like some sort of ambient or BD music?
Yeah.
What is Boletas?
The mushroom guy.
Boletus is the oneness of all, man.
Isn't that the one that spoke to us in our vision? I forget.
Yes.
Yeah, like the.
That's what you heard. And so inside the picnic basket vision, more and more mushrooms grow up around the picnic blanket, and the name Boletas is heard as this peaceful music reverberates. And the dragon is like, "Ah!" Outside the vision you hear Boletas. Yeah, you two just watch this relaxing picnic. Mushroom picnic
Wow.
for a good while.
Since 100 years.
Yeah, no, it's hours. It's a few hours, you see like little mushroom people coming and giving sandwiches to the dragon on the picnic basket, on the picnic blanket, and then the dragon starts flying, and it's flying kind of drunkenly, and sometimes you two see through its eyes, and other times you see it, like from a third-person perspective, and the dragon is just flying, and it's breathing musical notes onto people. It's swooping down over a farm and just breathing musical notes onto people, and it's swooping. And so 4 hours pass. Entrance is watching all this happen, and he's like, what is happening?
Who
It's
are
always
these
like
friends?
this.
Why are you all doing drugs with a dragon?
It's Entrance, it will be alright, but you have to understand this is what they do.
Who wouldn't want to do drugs with the dragon?
It's an interesting learning experience, is it not?
Think of it as an anthropological study.
I don't understand. Everyone make constitution saves. Why are you spending so much time in this volcano?
13.
10.
15.
3. Another level of exhaustion.
That 21 that you rolled was actually 19, because you have -2 to your rolls. from
Oh,
the
that's
2
true.
levels of
I
exhaustion.
forgot. Oh, so this is actually.
Yeah, so me being
yeah.
a jerk has even more reason behind it. So now you have 3 levels of exhaustion for Jasper.
Yeah, let's
and
get out of this moment.
Daphne still has 1, right?
But-
Did we not? Does it not go down after the long rest?
It does.
But then I think I'm back to
Yeah, you
0.
Did you have 2?
went-
I had 1.
Did you get it in the volcano after you slept?
I don't know if it was after, but it was in the volcano.
Yeah.
But
I
then
think
we
you got it
slept.
in the volcano, which was after you slept and woke and then went up.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Then it's 9.
It's okay. It sounds like you're not going to battle this dragon. You went from it. You came in the door and it wanted to kill you and rip you apart, and at this point you have it doing drugs with you, rolling around moaning and having visions of it breathing musical notes on people. So
Good friends, man.
yeah. So 4 hours pass. And Entrance is asking you, why is this happening? What are you
FOMO
doing?
is so strong.
Yeah, I know. I'm just casting good berries to like keep myself from going crazy.
Are you really?
Yep.
May I have some?
How many you need, man?
12, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
May I have 11?
Yep.
Thank you.
And so after the 4 hours,
Entrance, is this not fascinating?
Whoa.
Entrance says, I like to study genealogy. I don't know if I came to watch a dragon use drugs recreationally. I don't know how.
Well, you
can
can
leave
leave
if
if
you
you
want,
want,
man.
man.
It's all, believe me, it's all connected. It's all connected.
If you want, there's the door.
Yeah.
No.
Entrance
Please, stay with us. Believe me, this party
You
is...
guys killed the queen.
No. This
Yeah,
party is
man.
strange, but they have their charms. Trust me. We'll get you home safe.
I'm looking forward to getting home at some point.
I will really miss you. It's been so great.
Maybe you could have the dragon take me home after after Paul
They-
drops you off at the tower.
Perhaps. Not a bad
I
idea.
really want the dragon flying, like, landing in House
But it's got
Cameron's
the
courtyard.
tamarind colors. Maybe they'll be like,
Oh.
spectacle.
So 4 hours pass and the dragon finishes tripping, and Paul wakes up and wakes up from their rest, and apparently exactly on the right music cue.
He starts playing the record backwards and he hears Paul is dead. Starts freaking out.
So yeah, Paul wakes up and sees you all and says, "Wow, have you ever heard of boletas?
Yeah, Blazos, man.
What did you feel?
Yeah, peace. Yes, boletas is God.
Yeah.
It's the unity of everything.
Yeah."
Yes.
You want some good berries? You dehydrated?
Water?
Hey, what if we just help people?
Yes.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man.
What if that would be not boring too?
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hundo
I could
P.
just fly all around,
talking to people.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
They'd be very interested in talking to you.
that's great.
Yes. There. You
So,
can visit with the wisest people.
What are your interests?
Antrances here is very interested in genealogy.
Oh, you're like, tell me more.
And Antrance is like,
Well, over the last 2,000 years, there was really only a few hundred tabaxi that was originally brought to Bavus, but over a period of time they expanded and grown, and various sorts of differentiation between people and the colors. But originally there were only 5 colors of tabaxi fur when they originally arrived, but over 2,000 years many variations occurred. And the dragon's like, yeah, cool.
and this goes on for as long as you want it to.
Well, I think we should have a nice long coming down period with the dragon. We don't want
We
to.
could
we don't wanna-
each
we don't want him to
converse
feel
a little
alone.
bit to like bond a little bit.
You don't want him to feel alone.
You be fun? We should just
Hey,
fucking
Paul,
fly around outside.
Yeah, but hey, Paul, you know what would be fun if you do drop us off at the temple 10 minutes away. We should find somewhere nice and have a picnic.
That sounds great. But I'm wondering, should we free my... he is my friend, but Kingfisher wants to kill people. That's not cool.
Well,
That's not cool.
Not cool.
we should speak to him, perhaps. And
We
perhaps
should get more drugs.
it's also possible that Kingfisher is under some kind of magic curse.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Some sort of-
I don't know. I can see stuff, you know?
He also might just be an asshole.
Yeah, you could see.
Hey,
if some-
hey.
Oh,
Positive language,
That's alright,
please.
yeah.
maybe just
We don't-
misguided a little. Maybe
Right,
just
right.
misguided. We've all.
Misguided, yes.
But you can tell us. You could see if somebody was cursed, right? You would be able to.
Can we try to meet Boletas?
Yeah, let's fucking do
Tell. I
that.
think we just did.
Boletas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to live with Boletas.
How do you
Yeah.
how do you think we could hang out with Boletas?
Why don't we establish a temple to Boletas?
That
That's an
would be
interesting
amazing.
idea.
That
That
would
is an
be.
interesting idea.
That's a great idea.
So-
Yeah, and then we can help everyone who comes to it.
Yes.
It'll be great.
You know, Paul, it's unfortunate that there's a size issue because the Boletas spores and the Boletas worshippers live underneath in a tunnel not far from this very mountain.
But we could establish a temple above
Yeah.
ground, and we could
This should
create.
be for everybody.
We could create a means of conversing with the Myconids who worship Boletas. I'm sure they would be.
Oh, where do they live?
Underground.
Right.
Oh, underwear.
But you are also a very accomplished architect. Perhaps you can figure out a way to connect. You know.
Okay, well, where do they live under?
They're a few leagues up the tunnel before. So the kobold villages lead to a tunnel that leads to the temple. It leads to the Tower
So
of
they live
Contemplation.
under the lake?
Yes, exactly.
Perhaps. Yeah.
It's hard to build a temple on a lake.
No,
It
but you
would be
could.
interesting.
You could
it
build
should
it
be
nearby.
more accessible
I think
to
the
more
Myconids,
people.
and I think the Myconids may have other places they live.
Yeah, let's build a temple on a lake with a tunnel that goes down to the Myconids.
Whoa,
That's
that
like a
sounds,
very good use of time.
that sounds very cool, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
All right.
You guys want to do that?
We would have to recruit people who would want to build it. I think we could do
the
that.
kobolds.
Maybe some.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
They
some.
do want to know how to worship you,
And they
so
do
maybe
love-
they
Ah.
can worship you by helping you worship
Oh
Boletas.
man, I don't know why I didn't talk to them before. I'm sure they're great.
They're great at tunnels.
And they love you. They
Although
were
their
very.
poems can
They
use
really
improvement.
love you.
But that's okay. It's the best they can do.
You know,
Maybe,
I would
maybe
suggest-
others could teach them.
We've been
We could
speaking
put-
to them. I would suggest they are often fighting each other, the Reds and the Blues. I think with a word from you, these two communities would be at peace, and many of the kobolds wouldn't have to lose their lives in this pointless
We
conflict.
could get them more of those spores.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we just get the spores and we pump them into the kobold burrows, they'll all see the peace.
Yes.
Hell yeah. This dragon's a thinker.
Well, I am smart.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
this may seem crazy, but I don't know if you really do want to start helping people, and you're into giving us rides. We got some lichens we need to get to Jasper's mom. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay, is that what you want to do next? Yeah.
I mean, we're down to hang.
We can hang here for a little while, and then maybe you could. I will say it's also wearing on me with my fur being in the heat of the mountain. So at some point, it would be good to get to the outside world again.
Well, we could just fly out the top of the volcano.
Oh, that
Yeah,
would
let's
be
go for a
amazing!
fly.
Fuck yeah.
What an amazing.
Let's go.
We're going back to Elenia Toth.
I don't know.
No.
I don't care where we're going.
I just was thinking about,
No,
stuff like
I-
errands we could run since, if we're going to ride
But
around.
that isn't important.
That would,
I think Jasper would definitely want to get back quickly.
and Paul wants to start on the new life of helping people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's a humanitarian mission right there.
That's true.
Although I thought we were gonna build a temple in the lake and give all the kobold spores so they can know boletas and
Yeah.
let's
Yes,
do it all.
They are not mutually
Yes.
exclusive endeavors.
Yeah. What do we do first? What should we
I'd
do?
love to save my mother. She's
Yeah.
dying.
Wow.
She's a very nice lady.
Well,
Yeah.
perhaps on the way out, though, you could simply tell the kobolds to cease their endless
But they
warring
could
with
start
one another.
digging or whatever. I don't know how to build things, but
What about my friend Kingfisher that wants to kill people? Do we want to tell him to?
maybe we want to just let
Yes,
Yeah,
him
we'll
let's
get
do
to
it.
him and tell him to stop doing it.
I think we
Because
should
I
go back
think
to the
once,
tower.
Some
I
drugs.
think alright, follow me, tell me if this makes sense. I think if we shot out the top of this volcano, had a little fly to cool down, came down, and you could show yourself to the kobolds and talk to them, and let them know your vision of a temple, I think they'd be super stoked and get right to work.
Yes.
Right,
And-
exactly.
Well, there's one snag is I think the kobolds are not very highly regarded by the surface dwellers, and so if they show their faces up there, I don't think they will be welcome.
Yes. Well, at this point, Paul can take us directly to the Tower of Contemplation, and we can explain to our Tabaxi friends.
When?
Yes. And to tell them to not harm a hair on the kobolds' heads. And
Because
perhaps
they're
to,
all committed to peace and boletas now.
and to bring us Kingfisher to speak with.
That's great.
I'll do whatever you guys want as long as it's not boring.
Let's do it.
I mean, does that sound fun to you, Paul?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
fucking do it.
It's a plan.
Let's do it.
I
Yeah.
wish we had more
I
houses.
forgot what the plan was already, but you just tell me one step at a time. What you want to do first?
First
You
we're
want to
gonna
fly out of the
We're-
volcano?
Let's
right
fucking
now?
fly.
That's what we're doing first.
All right. Hang on.
The dragon goes into one of its crates, and they pull out these little things that look like handles.
Oh,
Nice.
They put handles on themselves because they're going to carry 6 people,
uh-huh.
and they're that size. So they put these little handles that like hook in among their scales, and then they come over and they're like, "All right, let's go for a ride."
Yeah, let's go.
Spread out their wings so you guys can all, latch on.
Yes.
And Untrance is like,
How's
I'm not
that
sure
Trump
this is a
doing?
good idea.
But you can stay here
Yeah,
if you
you
want
can
to.
stay here. I don't fucking care about this guy.
This is the way back.
Untrance, yes.
Untrance.
We have to return home, and this is the way. Trust me, Untrance.
okay. This is a lot scarier than I thought it would be. When I woke up from this horrible curse, thought I'd be safe. Yeah, the dragon spreads out its wings, and are you all
Yeah.
gonna latch onto the handles?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So you all grab the handles, and at this point it's night. because it was 5 p.m. before you went in, and the dragon just tripped for 4 hours. So it's
Yeah.
like 10 p.m.
Oh, pretty.
and the dragon is like, hop on! And you guys get on with the handles, and they walk over to the back of their cave, and there's an opening in the back, like a sort of a slit, almost like a big flat slit, and the dragon starts flying up it, and you all are sort of hanging off like this, and it shoots up within the stone of the volcano, and then it comes out in this big pit that's at the top of the volcano that's filled with lava and magma, and so you shoot out on the back of this lavender and turquoise and gray dragon along the edge of this huge pit of roiling, bubbling magma, and they shoot over the top of it and up out the middle of it, and the light from the bubbling magma is the only thing illuminating this sparkling gray dragon as they shoot up out of the top of the volcano into the sky, and it's pitch dark, and there are all sorts of stars up there, and you can breathe, and it's not hot, and the air.
Jasper's
The air
feeling
is-
that the air rustling his fur. Just like,
Yeah, the air is buffeting you as you're flying along up into the sky, and the air is
awesome.
blowing along. What does it look like with you on
I'm sitting next to Trance, and I'm looking at Trance, he's like, but I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to take a moment to enjoy it, but Hans is, look, I don't want to use gendered language here. Hans is a pussy, and he's being a pussy.
I don't want to use gendered language here, but genitalia. What's happening for you?
I think traditionally Daphne is not one to betray much on her face. So it is a pretty quiet interior moment. I think it's like taking everything in.
And Una?
Una's just like one hand cowboy holding one thing because she, like Daphne doesn't know, but she's just got her other hand like positioned to grab Daphne if she falls off.
Aw.
So you all shoot straight up into the sky with nothing but stars ahead of you as you shoot straight up with the roiling red magma below you, and then Paul turns and starts heading towards the earth and says, "You wanted to talk to the kobolds first? Is that what you said?"
Yes!
Yes, please.
Yes.
And just if you can imagine, a jumbo jet going like this straight down with the wings out. Now it's diving.
Nice.
Yeah.
Daphne's eyes are a little wider.
Diving out of the sky, down the side of the mountain, a little close to the mountain. If you've watched a wingsuit video of somebody being right along the edge of the ground as they're flying down, but upside down, so you all are sort of hanging off the back with the top of the ground of the mountain below you like that, as the dragon zoops down the face of the mountain, and they start spinning around the base of it until they find the blue kobold's entrance, and then they spin back over so you all are on top again and alight near the entrance to the blue kobold's sole unsullied entrance.
Wow, that was amazing.
That was
Wow.
awesome.
Are you all okay? That was fantastic. Thank you, Paul. That was that was an experience I'll never forget.
Yes, thank you.
And Jasper will, I guess, dismount.
Right.
And,
Shall we
We just
summon?
go pop down.
We could summon Snova.
and Paul says, "Should I yell for them or
Well, we could.
You want to go in there?
We could bring them out. We could bring.
What would be the most fun thing to do?
Yeah, I think you should
Yeah.
Yeah,
go for
what's
them.
the most fun for you?
You haven't spoken to them in years.
All right. The dragon like goes and slams their head into the cave entrance, just shoves their head in like this, and it's just like, "Hey, kobolds! Hey!" Pulls their head back up.
Nice.
So
See
we're going to
what's
make a big
happening.
impression on these kobolds on the team.
Nice job, Paul.
Yeah.
And, you wait, you don't hear much, and then you see like a little head peeking out, and you see,
Get Snova.
Bring Snova forth.
Snova, and then a couple more come out. Like, and then a couple, and then they come out of the entrance. And, dragon,
I'm gonna ritual cast comprehend languages.
You cast it, and you hear, "Oh, the great dragon has graced us with their presence." Oh, and more and more of these blue kobolds start coming out. They're like, "Oh," and then Snova comes out, and she's got her white headdress on, and she says, "Behold, the dragon." And she sees you all, and she says, "You are true to your word. You fixed the dragon."
And
She like falls to her knees.
Great dragon! Praise the great dragon!
So I'm gonna say to the dragon, remember, so I know you wanted to build a temple, but please also, can you make peace between the reds and the blues?
And the dragon,
Because,
"Sure." What's that, Una?
just because the new mode of the day is peace, we need to send for the Reds.
So the dragon waits for the kobolds to sort of quiet down, and then lifts up their neck and says, "Hey!" switches to Draconic, which so you'll understand what the dragon's saying. Like,
Translate for the group.
yeah. "Hey, everyone! Look, I'm really sorry for ignoring you for all these years. You guys are really cool, and I'm so sorry. I was being rude." And the kobolds are like looking at each other. They're just completely blown away, and the dragon is like, "Look, I know you want to praise me, but actually, you should be praising Boletas, the god of mushrooms." And you hear the kobolds are like, and you hear the word.
Yeah, but I hear
Boletas.
Beleta. Yeah, Beleta.
we all raise our arms.
And the kobolds are, and Snova gets up and walks forward and says to you all, "What is the meaning of this? You have made the dragon worship mushrooms?"
No, it's complicated. But please, can you send a delegation to fetch the red leaders as well?
To fetch Ragnu.
Although, perhaps Ragnar would attack you on sight, so...
Well, maybe the dragon could clear the blocked off entrance and some of the red kobolds. But Snova, this is your dragon. This is your leader, the one you worship.
Well, they are telling me not to praise them, but to praise mushrooms.
But it's
No,
like a
but they
transitive
are.
property, right?
Yes.
And the dragon is like, "Boletas is the real god, not me.
What?
Praise Boletas."
Snova, when have they ever spoken to you? And here they are speaking to you. Are you not going to follow their suggestion, their
No,
direction?
but what more do you want us to do?
They've ignored you.
We made you the queen. We brought you the dragon. Worship the fucking mushrooms. Alright?
Roll persuasion.
with like triple advantage.
9.
Wait, no, you have advantage.
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
okay.
you do if it hasn't
Still?
been an hour.
20. Oh, it has been an hour because you gave me
Yeah,
advantage
tripping.
before the
Oh, I
first
did.
So it's a 9.
Okay, so it's a 9.
It's a 9. Worship the fucking mushrooms.
Listen,
Nova is like, I feel held hostage. You're giving me all these gifts and then telling me what to do. These are my decisions to make.
yes, of course. But you
Yes.
want to follow their direction, the one whom you revere, right?
And then she says, let me listen to the dragon.
Yes.
And the dragon is like, listen, you should all be friends with the red kobolds, and you should praise Boletas, the mushroom god. It's great. Not only that, but we should all work together to build a temple to Boletas over the lake.
And the kobolds are like, I'm gonna roll for their reactions.
You're rolling for persuasion of the dragon.
Yeah, can I cast enchant ability on the dragon to give him the eagle?
Sure.
All right, let's fucking do it.
You're gonna increase a dragon's charisma. That's amazing.
Give it advantage. Yeah.
Gonna get much higher.
Well, even dragons have stats. Yeah, okay. And the kobolds are like, the kobolds are like, and Snova is like, she takes off her white headdress that has a little dragon head on it. And she's like,
Okay.
Excuse me.
We will praise Boletas
Excellent.
and Paul.
Yes.
Paul was like,
Yeah.
By the way, my name's Paul. You can stop calling me the dragon. My name's Paul.
and they're like,
Paul and Boletas. And the kobolds are like, Paul and Boletas.
and Paul is like,
Okay, now I want you to all go get the red kobolds, and we're gonna tell them all together.
Paul, perhaps we should tell the red kobolds because they will attack the blue kobolds on site.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just wait here and make friends with the blue kobolds.
Excellent.
Snova, can you unclear those tunnels that you magically
Or that they.
prevented the red?
Yeah, can you open the red
Yeah,
kobolds?
we don't want to go through the lava trap room again, frankly.
Yeah, we'd rather not go back in there. If we can open it up, then they'd really know this is different.
Sure. You want me to go with you?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, just be behind us so they, just in case.
And
Can your people clear the opening for the red kobolds to come out of the mountain and meet Paul?
Yes. That's a good idea. Yes. Okay.
and she says, come. And a few of the kobolds sort of link hands, and they start walking. They start walking away, walking around the mountain.
So, Paul, there's a place where the red kobolds have their entrance, and it'll soon be open. Maybe we can find it.
And Paul's like,
Yeah. Hop on.
Alright, yeah!
and you all fly around the mountain, and you swoop over the blue kobolds who are like, and you land over by the boulder-filled entrance of the red kobolds to the volcano.
Great.
And you sit there waiting for the blue kobolds to finish walking there.
Have you figured out any cool flying tricks?
Yeah, and Paul is like, yeah, watch, and they shoot up and they do like this. They do like this.
Whoa!
Oh, we all cheer.
Hell yeah!
And then
Whoa.
right down. Yeah. And then pull up right at the last second, and then sort of pose in front of you.
Woo!
Yeah. So you guys all like Boletas too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're gonna praise Boletas?
Hail Boletas.
Roll deception.
I'm not deceiving. I think Boletas is great because it converted the dragon into a nice dragon. I'm fully a Boletas
So you're gonna
supporter.
praise Boletas with me?
I praise
To
Boletas.
God?
Praise Boletas.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should.
How about you, Una? You're gonna praise Boletas?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Paul.
So is anybody doing anything before the blue kobolds get to you?
No, but as a cleric, I just want to be clear. I have said, and it is true, that Boletus is great. But has not been like, oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, so you're
Yeah,
gonna praise
that's what it
Boletus,
is,
make
right.
Boletus your god?
I mean, I think she'll stay with that. Boletus is wonderful.
Yes, Boletus is wonderful.
I'll start ritual casting Skywrite. And just put Boletus is wonderful.
Wait, you have a spell that you took?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can write in the sky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like send up some fireworks with my minor illusion, I guess.
You prepared Skywrite while you were in a volcano
No.
with no sky. So yeah, so it's, whatever. So it's in 10 minutes. You're right. Boletus is great.
It could just be in my mind.
He's just sitting there.
It would be hilarious
Look
if
at
you
this.
like prepared Skywrite while you were in the Underdark for
You
like
never know.
multiple sessions.
Some damn good guy, right?
You never know. Also, lightning
So
strike.
so yeah, you make it. You wait, and the blue kobolds arrive, and they all hold hands, and they start casting something, and the boulders look a little different when they're done, and then the boulders float away
Cool.
thanks to this circle that is levitating all the boulders out somehow, and the entrance is open once more. And as you may recall, the entrance is right near the king's quarters.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great job. I'm giving little guys high fives.
And they're like,
Paul, you wanna
No,
go?
no.
You wanna go
Thank
call
you.
him out again?
Yeah, I'll go speak to Ragnu.
Oh, we should
Let
let Paul.
do it.
I think
for
Paul's
you.
going to
get his- can Paul get his
Come on
head in?
out.
Oh, Paul, do you want to
He can stick his head in again.
summon the red kobolds?
Paul tries to stick their head in the hole, but it doesn't fit all the way, just their mouth,
Oh,
like this. And they're like, hey, kobolds! It's me, Paul. That's the real name of the dragon. Hey. And then they pull their head out and wait, and the same sort of thing happens with and then the red kobolds come out. Ragnu comes out, and Ragnu is like, oh my, and starts to go to pray, and then stops, and then sees the blue kobolds, and is like, blue kobolds, ambush, kill!
Ragnar,
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 no!
stop!
Peace and love.
Yeah,
Stop.
man.
Paul the dragon has come to speak with you. There can be no battle. It will upset the dragon.
They start to grab their spears and slings and stuff, and one of them is like, send for the mech! And then Paul goes, wait! You don't need to fight anymore! You guys, everything's okay! I command you to not fight each other. Your God has told you this. And they're like,
Thumbs up, yes.
like, okay. And then Paul is like, but actually, you should praise Boletus, the Russian god. He's great. Boletus is wonderful. And Paul starts explaining everything to them, and they're like,
His accent is slowly turning into Cheech or Tom. I can't figure out which one.
I've been watching a lot of Mitch Hedberg
Boletus,
videos recently, and ever since he took the drugs, he's been sounding more like Mitch Hedberg. So the dragon, which still has enhanceability cast on them, is like, I used to do drugs, and I still do.
Yeah.
but I used to.
too. The dragon, explains everything to the red kobolds, and they're like, okay, and they start walking up past the blue kobolds, and shaking hands in a line and saying, "Good game, good
Good
game."
game.
Yeah. Oh.
We should bring Ragnu and Snova together.
Yeah, and so Ragnu and Ragnu and Snova walk towards each other, and you see them talking to each other.
Wow, this is my dream. This is our dream.
Yeah.
Some of our dreams. We deposed
I don't hate it.
the old leaders. but he was in
Ragnu
charge.
says,
So, you blues were responsible for getting the dragon to talk to us then?
and Snova is like,
Well, no, it's these people did it, and they wouldn't have visited us without you first, right?
and Ragnu's like,
Yes, true. I guess these people brought us the dragon.
and Snova's like,
Well, good job letting them through.
and Ragnu's like,
Oh, no problem. Haha.
and Snova's like,
Looks like we can stop killing each other now because the dragon wants us to be friends.
and Ragnu says,
Yeah, no more killing. Yeah. Who is this Boletas?
Ah.
and Snova starts explaining Boletas to Ragnu, and and then the dragon's like, yeah, so we're gonna build a temple on the lake with like a passageway down into the ground under the lake, and then the myconids can send up their spores, and we can like tell the future over the hole that goes down into the spores. It'll be great.
Sounds
We can all
awesome.
praise Boletas.
Yes.
Praise
And
Boletas.
meld, yeah. So kobolds, hear what I want you to do. Go down through your toilets. And go,
Create a different access route to the tunnel.
yeah. Go to the myconids and tell them that you're there in peace, and make friends with them, and start building a tunnel up to the surface, and let me know when you're almost finished, and then I'll build something down from the water. And you hear them, planning and talking and stuff about making this temple.
Excellent.
Yay.
That's really smart, Paul.
And
Good
wasn't
job.
there somebody who was a
Draws like,
that
I'm
attacked the
smart.
myconids?
You are.
I forget. I
Yeah.
think so. There was
I have like
also
21 intelligence. Yeah, totally.
Dude, that's a really high number. I don't know what these numbers mean, but it sounds really high.
Paul's like, neither do I. I don't know. Must be Boletas hooking me in. So yeah, you hear this whole conversation going on, and what are you up to?
Well,
At 10 or 11 p.m. at night outside the volcano.
Oh.
I think
Taking it all in.
perhaps we should rest, and in the morning, Paul, you can take us to the tower, and we can see if we could
We can
have
spread
it out.
peace
Yes. We
to
could resolve the issue with Kingfisher.
and explain the plan to build a temple on the lake around the tower.
Yeah, what if they don't like it because like they have a temple?
Well,
Oh,
you're
they're peaceful.
a dragon, you know.
And they are peaceful. They should like that there would be a
Yes.
temple built
We could talk to them.
dedicated
To
to
peace.
peace.
We can also try to give more drugs.
Yeah, if we gave them some spores, they would be. They
Okay.
would.
This is gonna be. The spores are gonna have to be nerfed at some point. We're just gonna be like throwing spores.
I don't think you can just.
Solving
I don't
all
think you can
diplomatic
just-
Mistress, here, take these spores. I want to heal
Why
the
the
land.
devil, man?
Myconid's gonna cut us off.
It's gonna be the same session over and over again.
Awesome, dude. What are you talking about?
It seems
And then,
like it's a
and
bad
then Jake's gonna narrate like the devil's psychedelic trip.
Their journey on becoming an archdevil.
The devil is tripping balls. Yeah, so it's like 11 o'clock at night. You're outside the volcano. The dragon is excitedly talking to the kobolds about
Oh my
their
god,
temple plans.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Should
What do
we?
you, guys
Shall
do?
we rest?
We can make camp under the stars. That sounds very nice.
Yes, and
That sounds great.
let Jasper cool off a little bit.
I'm gonna gather some of the kobolds from each clan around me and try to teach them a little bit more sophisticated verse and poetry.
Aw.
Oh, good, yeah.
Okay.
I can guide you on that now.
Yeah, like
Roll performance.
teach them sonnets and things like that.
Some
Yeah,
iambic
remember when you used to
pentameter.
want to try to win a national acting competition?
Yeah, I think that right now I think I lost that. I'm sure that's happened
This is-
since that
This is so
trip.
much better.
That transportation was like a month, right?
Yeah.
So,
It was probably an annual competition.
oh my God, 30.
You've seen it here, folks. It's really possible. A bard could roll a 30. So, do you want to describe what this looks like as
Yeah.
all of these kobolds gather
Well, I
around
just
you
want-
and
just
eyes like saucer plates?
yeah, Jasper's just really being encouraging about the blue kobold's poetry and encouraging the red kobolds to learn more, but also then teaching them some really great instruction about poetic structure and metaphors and how to make connections and how to use verse and different verse forms and all in the service of praising Paul, to improve their ability to praise Paul and create and boletas and to create verse that Paul would want to hear. And, say their intentions are great, their latent abilities are wonderful but unrealized, and here are some tips to share with the kobolds about how to make it even better.
And the
And give examples from different poems, and verses,
sound of music and little kobold citerns and little flutes, as well as poems and orations, reverberates through the night, like the word reverberate has reverberated through the session, undulates and ululates through the night, pulsating, and lights up the aural landscape around the foot of the volcano that evening as Jasper changes the world, one kobold at a time.
This little piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
During this, I'm gonna do the plant growth spell for 8 hours to enchant the land within a half-mile radius.
Oh, nice. Including their farm.
Well, I would assume it's within a half-mile of this area.
So you're gonna go to bed at like 6 or 7 a.m. basically?
Or I'm not gonna go to sleep.
Well, yeah, we've been doing drugs.
Yeah,
We're gonna
man.
watch the sunrise.
I need to make the world a better place.
So you do the 8-hour ritual of spell that enriches all of the land within half-mile radius of where you cast it, and you enrich it for a year.
Yep.
So while Jasper plays musical instruments and orates into the night, and the sound of little kobolds testing out their voices ululates through the epiglottis of the shady volcano foot. What does this look like? What Hassan is up to?
He's just like going around, like kind of like, ooh, love the plants, man. Plants are the future. Like he's just like in his own like world. He's not even like he's not even like seeing anybody.
What's that Marvin Gaye
It's just
song
like
from What's Going On? It's all about
yeah,
Earth,
no, there you go.
Earth and the environment.
It's like slowly like a greenness is like slowly seeping from him, like slowly going out into different world areas away from him. But he doesn't really look intelligible to, like if someone talks to him, he's not responding in any way.
And the greenness seeps under the mountain and through the corridors and the caves, and it enriches the blue kobolds' farms and the purple landscape that was filled with traps, sprouts, flowers, and vines and bushes and blossoming fruits, all through, especially the toilets. Which are already quite fertilized.
Lots of fertilizer.
Corn just shoots up out of the turds.
That's awesome because that's where Hassan had his first job.
Yeah, and so there's corn coming out of that poop, and right where Hassan once collected money for the toilet, there is a tomato plant that's just coming up out of the ground. And the caves are now a lush agricultural joy, or at least they will be at 6 or 7 a.m. whilst you all are long resting outside. Hasam will be dancing in sort of a drugged out fervor, just yeah, and sometimes Paul will check in with him and be like, yeah, and yeah. So Jasper enriched their culture. You enriched their agriculture. What else are you all doing before bed? You superheroes, you.
I'm doing my mage armor trick, or preparing for it, and then studying my scholarly. I'm chit-chatting with Entrance about some childhood memories of the Tamerlane compound.
You have 2 new level 4 spell scrolls to one day learn.
Yes.
Ooh.
Do you remember when Sir Chesley taught us to play rugby? I made up a fake sport that Sir Chesley plays, and I forget the name of it. Yes, do you remember?
Yes, I was terrible at it. I remember I broke my arm that summer.
Yes. And he taught us to fence with those wooden swords. Oh, so wonderful. Do you remember Uncle Stragey? He has become quite eccentric in your absence, I must say.
He's such a serious man.
Yes.
Yes, what do you mean he's become eccentric? What is he like now? He was already quite strange.
Well, he's deeply interested in our companion. The barbarian woman has wild magic, you know.
Ah, very interesting to study.
Yes.
Una, I hear you have wild magic ability surges within you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very interesting.
But Stragene...
Where it comes from.
Stragene was a little forward in his desire to capture her and study her, possibly through vivisection. So we have to be careful to keep her away. That's what I mean. He's a little... socially awkward is the word.
Oh my, well. And he looks at Una and he says, that's terrible.
Roll deception.
Yeah, exactly.
He says, yes, everyone deserves their freedom rather than to be studied.
Believe me, Entrance.
I would love to ask you a few questions sometime.
When you travel with her, you'll see she's much more valuable to us standing.
Yes, I hope to get home. God, it was horrible in that volcano. And you said you fought me? What
Yes.
happened?
You were cursed. You were accursed, Entrance, and your thoughts formed horrible clouds that could control minds and spread curses themselves and attack you, and many of us almost died. You wouldn't budge, and no dispelling the curse didn't work. There was some non-magical origin, so we had to strike you unconscious physically to prevent you from creating this malevolent thoughts. It's really quite a disaster. Really, honestly, quite an inconvenience. Not to, but think nothing of it, of course.
What's Daphne doing before bed?
Yeah, so I think she's been really quiet all evening, and has been reflecting on, the dragon asking about Beletas and remembering when she was on her trip and almost didn't come back, and how nice it would be to just be able to let go and celebrate oneness and whatever. But then she thinks about her husband and how much he would have loved the idea of trying to spread peace and help people, and you would have enjoyed, riding on the dragon, and doubles her resolve because she's still got a job to do.
What's Una up to?
Una's just looking at the stars, because pretty much when we flew out of a volcano on a dragon into the sky was the single most greatest moment of her life. And she's looking at the stars and remembering being on the sea, but feeling really, strangely bonded to this dragon now, because the dragon has parent issues as well. So she's thinking about that, where she's from and where the dragon's from. and finding your people.
Nice. Oh. So the dragon, Paul, comes over to those of you who are not engaged in the ritual and says,
Hey, thanks so much for, waking me up and introducing me to boletas and everything. I really hope we can get Kingfisher to see the light.
Yes,
I
I hope so too.
want to get to know you better. I want to learn about you all.
and the dragon looks at you all and says,
I'm going to ask you each a question. Boletas is speaking through me, I think.
All right.
But I'm going to ask you each a question and let me know the answer.
the dragon pulls out this deck of cards.
He's like, I kept this in my hoard. I thought it was really cool. It's like this thing where you get to know each other. So just pull a card, and I thought one day I might have friends and we could play this game. I didn't really mind not having friends, but then I threw a frisbee.
And that's that is a Mitch Hedberg joke again.
By the way, what is a frisbee? I've never heard of that.
It's a round thing, for kids.
Buffet.
So I ordered these the other day, and this is the first time opening them, so I don't even know what they're like. But it's this little deck called the Ultimate RPG Campfire Deck, and the dragon says, "Yeah, I want to get to know you better. Lord Hans, what does your card say?"
What quality do you most admire in others? And do you think you possess that quality?
Yeah, Lord Hans. What quality? Yeah.
Well, Paul, a few years ago, I would have said intellect.
Yeah.
I worshipped intellect and I chased it down. But now, I'm going to say compassion. Do I think I possess that quality? I think I'm coming closer.
Entrance is like,
Believe me, entrance, you've been asleep for a while. It's different now.
Cool, yeah. Boletas.
Boletas.
What about you, Jasper?
Well, Paul, I think the question you asked me was, or the question from the deck is, if I believe more in fate or in free will, and why? And, well, Paul, I've come to believe in free will. You see, my people are committed to pacifism and to giving over all agency over their fate to the whims of the countries that surround them. And well, my parents were taken from me and killed as a result of that. And fortunately, I was rescued and had a chance to grow up in a different culture and to learn something else. And I believe firmly that we have agency over our fates. That we have choices that we can make, and I think today's events have really demonstrated that.
Yeah, we do need to bring boletas to all those dwarves. They love killing people.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks for sharing, man.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay.
Right, my question is, I could never raise my hand against someone who, then an ellipsis, and it asks why. And I could never raise my hand against someone who exhibits genuine goodness, is an altruist, is kind, makes the world better, and I think that is because I am none of those things. And it is a moral imperative for someone like me to protect those people from the others who are more like my ilk.
Whoa. It's really deep.
I thought about it a bit.
Maybe
I kind of identify with that a little bit. Wow. And then, what is Haslam doing during this like peaceful campfire conversation?
If I'm still doing the ritual, he's probably like dancing a little bit, like kind of humming to himself, saying plant some more. Should I answer the question or?
Yeah, the dragon psychically links with you, so you can talk through the dragon while you're dancing and casting your ritual.
So it would be the heart ring, because
what's the question?
Yeah, the question is.
This isn't Jeopardy, man.
Yeah. What is heart ring?
No, the heart ring is the clue.
Yeah.
Say, what is?
Outside the tools of your trade, what is the personal effect that you carry that means something to you? Where did you get it? So the heart ring was given to him by the what's her name? Lahyra.
Lahyra, yeah.
For being part of the heart, and it's about like making a difference, being good, and he thinks since he was always looking for something to be a part of that is doing something like that, and he feels like that happened because of this group, and so he thinks he's part of the heart of this group, in his mind at least, and so it's like a combination for him that he joined that other group and this group at the same time to do like a balance of good in the world.
I don't think your group knows what the heart is.
No, they don't.
So when the dragon like repeats what you say, the group maybe has questions to ask you later. When you're not tripping in.
Yeah, when I'm not on doing the 8-hour ritual.
And Una, what? Oh shit. Una, you get a card. The dragon hands you a card, Una, and it says, "What crime have you committed, and did you experience any consequences for it?"
No, wait, that was for Daphne.
Good thing you didn't get that.
I think our cards got mixed up.
How long you got?
Una, what crime have you committed, and did you experience any consequences for it?
Una is genuinely thinking that she can't think of an instance where she's done anything that she would consider committing a crime.
Moral relativity.
She's like, I believe we've talked about the hugging incident plenty. Though I still maintain my innocence. But generally, I mean, I worked on a ship that was a merchant vessel, and I had to kill lots of people who tried to attack the ships because my job was protecting cargo. So all of that was just doing my job, and I never stole anything, and I never ate more than my share, and I never bilked on my chores, and I did my job exactly as they told it to be done, and even better than anyone else. And I still got sold to another ship when they ran out of money. So if anything, I would say maybe I'm starting to question not committing any crimes in the way that I look at the world and the consequences that seem to come to people who are trying to do good or trying to follow the rules. Yeah, I don't think I have committed any crimes.
And the dragon's like, well, you know, it's all about how you look at things. I mean, just a few hours ago, I was totally different. Or maybe I'm more the same than I ever was.
The same you, only better.
Yeah.
maybe not doing crimes is a crime. I don't know. And the dragon Paul says, Here, there's a gift from my horde. You guys take this deck, just in case we get separated. You guys can do this, when you're sleeping around the fire. And take it,
Thank you.
I'm sure we're gonna be hanging out more, but here.
Can I psychically
I love that
ask
idea.
him to pull a card? Ask Paul to pull a card?
Yeah, be like, what about you, Paul?
And also on trance, I'm really
Oh,
curious.
right.
about
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Do you want to grab Ron's talk? Maybe?
Yeah, please.
Yes, please, on trance. Fascinating.
What was your question again?
Do I believe more in fate?
Oh, right. Yes.
And Paul says, Whoa, really? You want me to do one too?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And blows green fog up above you, and then blows oxygen to blow it out of the way so it doesn't land on you. and then Paul's like, whoa, what act of generosity had the deepest impact on your life? And he says, oh, okay, I was gonna say it was Kingfisher coming to talk to me, but now that you mention it, I think you guys giving me drugs was pretty impactful. But that part's only just started. Honestly, before Kingfisher came to talk to me, I was so bored and so just kind of hopeless. I had stopped wiping out people's memories just because I needed to experience something. I wanted people to find me. And then Kingfisher came and he talked to me like I was a real person instead of a, scary dragon. I hope he's okay. You guys are gonna help me make friends with him, right? Or bring him to being peaceful.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can do our best.
Okay, Entrance, it's your turn. Entrance is like, I don't know. I'm not very open about these things.
Oh, come on, Entrance, you're among friends.
What a day we've had on trance. Oh, this is a perfect way to end it.
And the dragon's like, come on! And he's like, okay, alright. What is something small one of your companions did to make your life better recently?
Carry you for 40 days.
Why did it stick out to you? He says, well, I was cursed by your friend, no offense, Kingfisher, and he turned me into a monster, and I was stuck in that form, and then these people saved me from that, and preserved my life, and then woke me up from the curse. So that is just a small thing that one of our companions did to make my life better recently. And of course, even smaller, my cousin, Lord Hans, he reminded me about our friend Chesley, Sir Chesley, and it was a nice memory of home. That's what I've got for now. I've only been awake for, about 8 hours total so far, so that's all I have for recent memory. All right, well, I'm going to go to bed with a good book. Can I borrow a book from anyone?
I think Hassan, he's busy, but let me give you this book. It's very pastoral and peaceful.
Ah, yes.
It's from Hassam's sack. I'm glad. It's what is it called? The completion of the forest.
Completion of the forest.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I heard you mentioned earlier a book called Horses of Despair.
Oh yes, but I don't know if it's good bedtime reading. It can be
You might
pretty.
enjoy Horses of Despair. I don't know. On Trance, we don't need him getting to completion.
No, it's a romance.
I've grown up around on Trance, and he does not need to be completing at this moment.
If you want to read Lord Hans's spellbook, it's some bedtime reading.
Could I please read Horses of Despair? I'd
Oh.
really like to.
Sure. Here it is. But you must promise to give it back.
And he takes your book and he starts flipping through it, and he's like, "Oh, this book is lovely. I can't wait to I can't wait to read it. Listen, this is a short little story that I just found. That's in the middle of it.
Ah.
It's called "The Sorrows of a Horse."
Ah,
Oh, yeah.
fascinating.
Once upon a time, there was a horse named Henry. He was a beautiful horse with a sleek black coat and a long white mane. Henry lived on a farm with a kind farmer and his wife.
Ah.
They loved Henry very much and they took good care of him. But Henry was a very sad horse. He didn't know why he was so sad, but he was. He would often stand in his field and stare off into the distance with a look of melancholy in his eyes. This book is called Horses of Despair. And they said, one day, Henry was grazing in the field when he saw a group of children playing. The children were laughing and having fun, and Henry felt a pang of envy. He wished he could be happy like them. Henry walked over to the children and watched them play. He wanted to join in, but was too shy. He was afraid that the children would laugh at him or make fun of him. Henry watched the children play for a long time. Finally, he couldn't stand it anymore. He wanted to be happy. He wanted to play. Henry closed his eyes and took a deep breath, and he galloped into the middle of the group of children. The children were surprised to see Henry, but they were also excited. They'd never seen a horse so close before. The children started to pet Henry and play with him. Henry was so happy he finally had friends, but the children's happiness didn't last long. Soon they started to get bored with Henry. They wanted to play something else. The children ran off, leaving Henry alone. Henry was heartbroken. He didn't understand why the children had left him. He thought they were his friends. Henry stood in the field and cried. He cried for a long time. He cried until his tears ran dry. Henry walked back to his field and stood by himself. He stared off into the distance once more with a look of melancholy in his eyes. Henry knew that he would never be happy. He was a sad, lonely horse. And he would be sad and lonely for the rest of his life. And that's the story of Henry the Horse. A sad, depressing, and kind of dumb story. But a story about horses, nonetheless. Oh, I love this book.
Yes.
I'm going to...
10 out of 10.
I'm going to go read this right now as I fall asleep.
I think we've all felt a little bit like Henry on trance.
And now we're going to move to checkouts. Real quick checkouts. Do I understand that your next move after waking is that you're going to ride the dragon to 10 minutes outside of the Tower of Contemplation?
I think we could land right on the
maybe
Tower
we
of
just go to the
Contemplation.
I think now we can go and be like, we've
Although-
converted the dragon to peace.
We'll
No,
see what
go
the
ahead.
dragon's like when he
Well,
wakes
they
up.
won't attack the dragon, right? They're peaceful.
Yeah,
exactly.
they're peaceful. They don't do anything. So
Right, so they'll be scared of it.
Yeah.
what, are they gonna hug the
See if they're
dragon?
actually
The dragon will be like,
peaceful,
yeah! Hug me, that's awesome.
Yep.
So I just want to make sure I know what to prepare next time. And
Yeah, yeah.
The dragon is a minute. But I want. So you all want to go to the tower,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you want to try to bring Kingfisher out of it?
We'll talk to the. I would say we talk to the Tabaxi and see if we can get an audience with Kingfisher.
We should talk
Yeah,
to
ancient fish.
We should talk to Ancient Fish.
Yeah, exactly.
And we should bring Ancient Fish
Clarify
and
if
Paul
it's a curse or he's an
Yes.
asshole.
together.
All right. So checkouts are important today.
Yes.
As you made mincemeat of your boss battle, and we're entering a new epoch in the annals of Elenia Toth.
In
Yes.
Cobalt history.
So check out something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did. Okay, raise your hand if you have inspiration. Didn't I give somebody? I gave
Give
Oh,
Una
I think you gave
inspiration.
it back to me. Yeah.
Okay, so we get to vote on inspiration between these three, because these three don't have it right now.
Right.
So we're gonna do something you enjoyed about the session, something you enjoyed that another player did, something you want to see happen. So I can start thinking about that, and vote of inspiration between these three. And Laura's gonna go first.
Okay, great. So the word I would use, I think, for the session was cozy, which is very nice. And usually, I mean, that's usually the exact opposite of the spectrum of like what I gravitate towards in my role-playing games. But like sometimes it's just very nice, right? And like wholesome. And I really appreciated the physical and vocal performance for the dragon. That's a lot. You had to do it for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
I think Julie, like, it's so great when somebody that's not the face, right, does the face function, and it was like quick on your feet and sincere and just really lovely. Everybody had great moments, but I tend to go first and take everybody's stuff, so I will stop there. But I do think for inspiration, I'm gonna vote for Tim, because just the role plays was so consistent and I didn't get to last time, even though I tried. It's
Thank you.
just ridiculous. Yeah, but everybody's great. Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go with Una this time for next. Julie, you're up
Alright.
next. Oh, and wait, did you say something you wanted to have happen?
Oh, no, I'm happy to take things as it comes. I don't know.
You can tag it on in a minute if you
Okay.
want. All right, Una lady.
So many things I enjoyed. I mean, first and foremost, let me just say kudos to you, Jake, for having to roll with enacting a dragon's drug trip. Which I'm gonna maybe say you didn't plan for.
Yeah, did you plan for it? I was wondering.
No, no way.
Business time.
You did not plan for
I
that.
was like a full, multi-layered, detailed backstory, dreamscape, wishes and dreams, the full enchilada, psychedelic trip of a dragon. God bless. That was lovely. And just the whole, counter to, probably how any of us thought that was gonna go. I just love that Hassan has been this running joke of, you want to do some drugs? And then this is the moment when it finally happened. It's like, thank God you didn't use any of those doses on anybody else, because we needed all 5 for the dragon. And just how, kind of like Daphne was saying, just how, what a turn to be like, instead of fighting the dragon, instead of lying and saying we're gonna join, all of that went out the window, and it just ended up being this beautiful alternate scenario of no, let's just start a new religion and build a temple and unite the people and have a dragon. I will say, I wasn't sure with you guys, but part of me is anxious to be like, is there a come down to this drug? Because that's going to be a bad moment. We should go get more mushrooms ASAP, because that's crazy. But negotiating that whole thing was just so wild, and I love that that Hans couldn't not overshoot the mark on making a joke about the poem.
Couldn't help himself.
Such bad poetry. Yeah, it's all
He
about
got
you.
excited.
Yeah, man.
Terrible poetry about you.
I could tell that was an accident.
Oh my god. So just, I found it so delightful and such a cool turn. And the fact, I'm sure they'll just bar none, sorry to gobble them all up, but we rode a fucking dragon!
Yes!
Yes.
That was amazing. On drugs. So good. So, looking forward to, just that, how that's going to evolve, and that it seems to really, behoove, or just enforce, the we are heroes aspect of it. And it was just really cool. I just love the turn of events, and it'll be really interesting to re-enter that temple in the world with our new dragon friend. And who are we able to vote for inspiration?
Tim, Jasper, and Laura,
Okay.
aka David.
Disappears into the role.
Let me see. And then inspiration. Well, I think I think oh goodness gracious. I'm trying to think of There's so many great instances. But I think I'd give it to, because I'd give it in the inverse. I'd give it in theory to Laura for, trying to help everybody with their charisma, for making sure just that move that she's like, I'm gonna help you guys talk to the dragon, but then it didn't really help that much.
No, it didn't.
But I think intent, I give it to that. It was great. Oh, and I also love, I just gotta say that for Una personally, after fucking carrying on Trance around for all this time, the fact that he didn't really know shit about shit and had no meaningful information to share, and the feeling like we absolutely could have left him there is seriously like.
And we're going right back to the place we would have left him.
Yes.
Yeah, just put him back. But that's all.
I did think of my looking forward. So as you may remember from the Discord, I love sort of like character warm-up-y, like dissect-y questions, so I think it's really fun to get to do those live at the table. I hope we get to play with that deck a little more. It's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
The dragon gave it to you, so
Yeah.
maybe Daphne likes doing it.
No.
Every night.
But Daphne's gonna rig the deck though.
Right, exactly.
What's
your favorite color? Black.
There'll be words cut out.
Exactly.
All the meaty words.
Skip turn.
What is your why?
Yeah.
You don't want to get that what crime did you commit question.
Well, again, it's gonna take a while, so we'll see.
All right, Michael.
Yeah, I thought a lot of it was fun. It enhanced mine. Everything played out exactly how it should have been. I'm glad that he's finally was able to use drugs with somebody, but he didn't get to use the doses though.
No.
So
Yeah, but you didn't.
no, he didn't get the contact high.
No.
But I think that's gonna make him double down on trying to do more of that.
Yeah.
Like just spreading the word below us. And with that, for the future, very interested in how did this play out to change the world in a sense? Because if a dragon's building a temple, that's crazy, right? So how does that affect the world of things and mess with even just normal politics?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought I would vote for Laura because I think she had the right ideas to do the things correctly. The roles just didn't work out, and that influenced what my guy also did. So it impacted my character the most, I think.
So that was the thing you were looking forward to. Okay. Just remember, the dragon chose to take the drug.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
I was wondering about that.
Well, it's because he said he was bored.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
looking for
Hooked into
something
that.
interesting. So in my
Boredom is
mind,
the
that
gateway.
actually made the most sense too.
Yes.
To use the drugs.
Yes.
As opposed to anybody else.
Right.
You'd be
As
a-
opposed to part of the bit.
This is a
Right,
very
yeah, it wasn't part of the bit.
This is a
yeah.
very bad '80s anti-drug commercial. If you're bored,
Yeah.
Hey,
Just say yes.
microdosing of psilocybins is very in vogue right now for mental health stuff, right?
Yeah, for
So
his
we're
size,
just-
he's microdosing.
Yeah.
Or for Paul's
And
size.
this
Right.
dragon has OCD and paranoia.
Right,
and
so
you treated it holistically. All right, Tim.
Yeah, so to begin, obviously the role play of the dragon was phenomenal. The amazing colors and his mercurial nature in the beginning with the incredible sense of menace. Because I just assumed the dragon could easily fucking smoke all of us and forget that we're level 6. We might be able to take it. But
Well, you felt the blast of its breath.
yes, it took half my hit points, but the menace in fucking up, trying to persuade it, and then doing so, then fucking up, was perfect. And then, having Hassan suggest the drugs and rolling with it, and having that completely change the character of the interaction, and then having that bring about the ultimate goal of the party, which was to resolve the situation peacefully, fix the dragon, which we said we were going to do to the kobolds as a lie, right? Because we didn't think we could fix the dragon.
Oh, I thought.
Oh,
I didn't think we were.
I didn't
We
go
were gonna try it.
hop.
Well, I knew we
I
were
thought
gonna
we
were
try.
try.
it. Yeah,
That's my
I didn't think.
intention.
I didn't.
We thought it was like a grain mine possession kind
Yeah,
of thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to be successful. And then to have the dragon successfully bring the kobolds together
Yeah, that's crazy.
was an amazing
Yeah.
resolution. So rolling with it in this insane, pure open world, something that you could not have anticipated. There's no way that you woke up this morning and were like, they're going to give the mushroom spores to the dragon today. So I need to prepare, as Julie said, I need to prepare an entire dream sequence for him. That resolves, that has Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and resolves exactly where it should. Perfect. Bravo. And the character of the dragon was perfect, and the multiple characters, absolutely perfection. Spectacular job.
Thanks.
Thing another player did, Julie's approach versus, as opposed to Hans's sort of sniveling quasi-deception, which is all he knew how to do.
Yeah.
Julie's empathetic and honest approach with the
Yeah.
dragon, being successful, was phenomenal. Who I would vote for inspiration, I would vote for Jasper, because Jasper, like Hans, was the team Silver Tongue, the failing team Silver Tongue, but nonetheless had to come up with so much material under duress, and
Yeah.
did it so well. What I'm looking forward to next week, Kingfisher, the Kingfisher character and his interaction with Paul. What happens with Kingfisher and Paul? Is Kingfisher shocked at Paul? Is Paul hurt by Kingfisher? Does Kingfisher turn Paul back to the dark side? Does Kingfisher reveal his true power level and fight us all? Does Kingfisher turn Paul back and we have to fight them both?
I think you remember when you fought Kingfisher, he was no joke.
Yeah.
He was running around assassinating people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are there enough tabaxi to throw in between us and Paul/Kingfisher? Are we going to smell burning hair as we fucking run out of there as Lord Hans and Entrance flee for their lives? And also, loved the character of Entrance. Absolute perfection.
Yeah.
Perfect. The schoolboy, the honorable schoolboy.
Yeah.
So that is what I got. Thank you.
He's so fun. Daphne hates him.
Yeah. Some also do. I forgot about Kingfisher. I'm wondering if Kingfisher is even there, or if he's already peaced out.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like one to sort of vibe with compassionate prison.
Yeah, he gives me an abscond
Yeah.
vibe.
And he was like such a rogue type person anyways.
Mhm.
I feel like
Well, then we can go find him and kill him.
Or save him and help him.
yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
So I love. There's so many things. Everything everyone said. I'll try not to repeat. Same goes for me. I love also one detail, like the dragon backstory. That whole thing about his backstory about being abandoned. We don't know exactly what happened, but then that he, that he would erase people's memory, I guess, to maybe keep concealed that he was hunting, but maybe also to preserve them or their sanity. I don't know, to keep people from hunting him. But then at one point he got so bored he stopped doing that, and that was just really awesome backstory. Unlike everyone else, I think you did prepare this. You probably ran 4 different combats, and then you thought about all these different other things. And, you probably ran the drug sequence 3 or 4 times, probably. That was amazing. I was just, what Hassan did just changed the course of this session, of this whole adventure, and possibly the whole course of the world, and the way you rolled with it was fantastic. Also, a couple other things I loved was, I think secretly I've always been shipping Ragnu and Snova. And
It hasn't been secret. You've been saying it every.
well, I just thought we got rid of these awful kobolds and we put some not so awful kobolds in their place, and we want to bring the red and the blue together, and we made it happen. I think that's kind of amazing, and some the dragon brought them together and
Team
now give them a
Purple.
common project. Yeah, it was pretty cool, and I thought, pretty awesome. I think we can, when you look at the whole course of our kobold adventure, from infiltrating the red kobold's lair and dealing with this awful king, and then putting Ragnu in his place when the king turned on us when he used suggestion, and then and then with the mechs and everything, and then the traps and the blue kobolds and all that, and then deposing that. And I'm just thinking like this is, and then finding this dragon and working with the dragon, using the drugs to like bring the dragon to bring the kobolds together. Jasper is envisioning this awesome children's book called Red Cobalt, Blue Cobalt.
Red cobalt, blue cobalt, purple cobalt.
Yeah, something like that. So that was all really awesome. And then one other thing that I really loved was our whole plan that we came up with in secret was to go and liberate Kingfisher, to bring him here to turn the dragon good. And instead what you did was liberate the dragon with drugs. Yeah. And now our plan is to go with the dragon and hopefully, I mean, there's no chance that Kingfisher is going to be okay, but use him to change his good friend and show him the way of Boletus. And then one other detail was when we were tripping and you said Boletus. And you picked up on that. That was awesome. So all of that was fantastic. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what happens next at the tower and seeing how things go with Ancient Fish and Kingfisher and Paul and seeing how this all plays out. That'd be great. And then I want to get back to Elenia Toth and see what all the crap that's happened there. Yeah.
What's your inspiration vote?
I think I'm going to give it for Daphne because in addition to giving, it was you, right? In addition to giving us, what's it called? The
Eagle Splendor.
Eagle
Yes,
Splendor,
invincibility.
which is great. You gave it to the dragon, right?
No.
You did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway.
It felt just no.
I thought that was really funny.
It was good.
Like the most charismatic thing in the world.
You never know.
I'm gonna boost your charisma. Yeah, but I'll give it to Laura for all the assistance you gave us during the session.
All right, well that's 3 for Laura. So
Hey.
Laura, you get the inspiration.
Yeah.
When I used to be an actor and I took acting classes, when we would analyze scenes, they'd be like I don't know, it'd be like a sister and a brother talking, and the sister would be like, I like soda. And then the acting teacher would be like, has she ever asked him that before? And sometimes it'd be like, yeah. She asks him all the time. The teacher would be like, well, what's the more interesting choice? Mm-hmm. The more interesting choice is that she's never asked him about the soda before. Then you get a more interesting reaction from him and a more interesting interaction from them. So when the dragon took the drugs, what's the most interesting choice about the effects of the drugs? Like, I mean, I was in the middle of improvising that, and like, what do we want to see happen here? Like, what is actually interesting? So, like, no, I didn't prepare for that. I knew that you guys wanted to talk to the dragon and not fight the dragon. That you guys were going to try as hard as you possibly could to try to talk to the dragon and not fight the dragon. So, and I didn't necessarily set it up on purpose that the dragon wanted to kill you. Like, there's a reason the dragon wanted to kill you, because the dragon is best friends with Kingfisher, and that is the dragon's, like, motivation for doing what the dragon is doing.
They had the board.
Right. The dragon, like, wanted... That's the dragon's motivation for being involved in this plan, is that Kingfisher is their friend. And what's interesting is that your thing about giving the dragon drugs because it's bored, right? The reason the dragon cares so much about Kingfisher is because it was so bored, and then Kingfisher made friends with it. So your idea fits with the dragon's why. Mm-hmm. It's bored. Why wouldn't it do drugs? You know, like if you gave the drugs to Queen Aoife, you know,
Yeah,
she
she
would
would
never.
Thanks. Wow.
you know, she'd like just
no.
aloofedly, distractedly stare into the space over your head and be like, I don't like these. Why would I inhale spores? You know, but the dragon is bored. So you know, you guys deserve the outcome that you got because, like, Una's persuasion appealed to the dragon's personal struggles and identified it with Una's personal struggles, and then your solution paired with the dragon's like needs. And you guys were silver tonguing it, but like not necessarily in a way that the dragon that convinced the dragon. Like I set the 1 minute timer with the cuckoo clock, and then you did that, and the dragon's like, yeah, but you stopped Kingfisher's plan, you know. So you appealed to what the dragon really wanted, which is to not be bored. But yeah, we don't know what's going to happen next. Are the after effects of the drugs going to wear off? What's going to happen when Kingfisher meets the dragon? Who knows? But I also, really enjoyed having you meet Entrance, and I think you did get some interesting information from Entrance. You thought he was going to tell you how to do something with the dragon, but he gave you some interesting information in the story.
That's true.
And guys, what a trip today! It was a good end of act or end of epoch session, because the flying out of a volcano on a dragon's back, swooping up into the starry sky thing. Like, I loved all those images and seeing all of you guys doing that. It was such a huge finale to this section. So, I've really enjoyed making all of this way more open-ended and then seeing where we go. And, so I really enjoyed where you guys brought me, where we got to see all these things. It was great.